This is for the ones who were raised on gasoline dreams, for the lug nuts holding tight to the wild red line scenes, for the families that drive us, the wrench turning crews, for the chrome, the smoke, and the ones who refuse to lose. Where horsepower meets heart, yeah, that's who we are. We're a culture, we're a brotherhood, we are only motivated. Build not borrowed, that's the creed written deep in our veins. We turn busted cars into legends and rust into fame. From late night garage grind to race day stadium roars, every scar on our knuckles unlocked 1,000 doors. We don't back down, we don't break, we don't fold. Every ride we build tells a story worth gold. This is for the ones who were raised on gasoline trains, for the lug nuts holding tight to the wild red line scenes, for the families, the drivers, the wrench turning crews, for the chrome, the smoke, and the ones who refuse to lose. Where horsepower meets heart, yeah, that's who we are. We're a culture, we're a brotherhood, we are only here's to the nights when the world said slow down, but the engine said no when we stood our ground. To the ones who grew up rich and when the rest took the easy way, we found our path in the piston noise and we'll ride it every day. Pedal to the metal, this is where we belong. Cars, trucks, monster trucks, loud and strong. Passion, pride, lug nuts, side by side. If you love what you drive, then ride, ride, ride. This is for the legends that started in dusty garages, for the kids who chase dreams through the scars and collages, for the racers who gave everything without fail, and the fans who stand proud when the engines wail. Where horsepower meets heart, yeah, this ain't a phase. It's our passion, our culture, and we'll live it to the grave. Pedal to the metal, forever in our veins. So look out, we're only getting louder from here. Nothing built strong was ever built out of fear. The road is wide open and the fire won't slow, because this isn't a hobby, this is the only life we know. Pedal down, heads high, we're not done. Pedal down, heads high, pedal down. Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines. You're listening to Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music, the show where horsepower, stories, and great music come together. From beautiful collector classics, to fire-breathing race cars, to the ground-shaking thunder of monster trucks. This is where the world of motors meets the power of music. So strap in tight, fire it up, and grab your favorite cold drink, because a ride is about to begin. And now, here's your host, Roller.
Hey, what's up? Hey. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. Oh, y'all are crazy out there tonight, man. Crazy, crazy. Sold out crowd. 8,000 people in the studio right now. Mezzanine's full. The lower section's full. And all three. Well, let's just wait a minute. How can I talk over this? How can I talk? Come on, man. Come on. Let's bring it down. Let's bring it down. Yeah, just a little bit there, man. God, y'all are just hyped up, man. You guys are crazy tonight. I mean, crazy for sure. Got Timothy Dudley in the house, Carter's in the house, Anthony Augustino's in the house, my cousin Debbie's in the house, Wayne Nordby's in the house. Man, there are all kinds of people in the house tonight, man. It looks like we're going to have us a good show. We've got a great show on here tonight, guys. We've got Larry Swim, the bad boy from Bigfoot, man. He's going to be on the show, and he'll be on a little bit later on. And we'll be talking to him about his time in the monster truck business. And he started off with Paul Schaefer Motorsports, and then then he got the call from the Bigfoot company, man, and he finished his career driving for Bigfoot, and he did a spectacular job. He always had oh the the earmark of being the aggressive driver. He was always the one that always put it out there on the edge, man, and it was great to have drivers like him at shows and stuff when you needed a monster truck spectacular, and we became good friends. Of course, he's going to tell you that we're not friends. He said, "No, we're not friends." We did an interview one time in Bakersfield, and I slipped and called him Gary, and he got mad, and he's like, "See, I told you we're not friends. We're just not friends." But no, we've had a lot of good times together, put on a lot of great monster truck spectaculars, and it's going to be good to see him tonight. Hey, the website's out, www.pedaltothemetalpodcast.com. Go over there, you can check it out. You can get swag. You can fill out a form to be on the show. You can ask questions. There's a site there for the Monster Truck Hall of Fame. You can go to that and check it out. And we're just building more and more. So the website is, of course, it belongs to you guys. So you go into the comment section on the website and you tell me what you'd like to see on the web page, and we'll try to, if it's feasible, we'll go ahead and try to get that done for you, man. Try to make it easier for you guys. But you don't know, you can buy sticker packs, you can do everything. So you might as well just go over there and check it out when you get time, for sure. We did order the light from Jesse Scott. We'll have a new light. Let's see, probably within a week, I would imagine. We're getting rid of this one right here, and this one is going to be given away to somebody. We're going to come up with a contest, and we're going to give this one away. It sits on your desk. The face of it lights up, and man, they're really cool, and they're light. They're not real heavy, and you can hang it on the wall. There's a sticker in the back, or I mean, a hole in the back. You can hang it on the wall if you want. Has a long cord to plug it in and different things like that. And let's see if we can light it up now. I don't know if it'll. It usually. There we go. But see, it turns white. You can't really see it. That's why I never display it on the show, because of the lighting in the studio drowns it out. But it's really cool, man. It definitely lights all the way up and stuff. And I look forward to having it go to somebody, and we'll have that new one up here, and we'll get ready to get that going. But if you're interested in getting something like that build, or the giant spark plug, Jesse Scott's your man. He has Jesse Scott's Crafts and Creation Studio. His website is www.jessescott.com. His phone number is 715-721-5999. And that's 715-721-5999. www.jessescott.com. And you can find him on Facebook at Jesse Scott Crafts and Creation Studio. go and check out the stuff that he makes, man. He makes some really, really cool stuff and stuff like that. So he's a good one to have for gifts for the hot rodder in your life. Stickers are the new stickers should be here sometime, I would think, this week. And then we'll have a complete sticker pack ready to go. But the sticker pack includes the small pedal, the old pedal to the metal logo. So once these are out, we won't be having any of these more of these made. It'll all become pedal to the metal motors and music. We have the very first sticker we had made for Rolling with Roller and Derek in there. Once again, once they're out, they're out. We don't have any more of those coming in. We have some stickers that we will have coming in anytime we order them when we get low. And that's the V8 motor one right there. And it says Rolling with Roller and Derek. We do that show in the springtime at the car shows and stuff, my buddy Derek and I. And we'll be posting episodes on our YouTube channel here and stuff. And we'll be talking about it and different things like that. But you'll see us live at the car shows this summer. And here's another pedal to the metal, the large one. And we have one over there. It's right here. And it's a round one. It's not cut out, but this is a round pedal to the metal sticker. And we'll have those with roller. But once this pack's gone, they're gone for sure. So we make sure that you, and then we have the old classic Rolling with Roller and Derek hot rod right there. So that's in the sticker pack. The stickers are good quality stickers, man. They last for a long time. I put them on my vehicles on the outside just to test them out, and they don't fade or anything or peel off or anything like that. So they're in really good shape, man. They really are. They really work a lot. So let's see here. We booked, of course, next on Wednesday, Bobby Holman and Cody Holman will be on the show. That's 40 years in the monster truck business, and now Bobby gets to ride at the Hot Wheels tour. Not ride, he drives too, but they get to do shows together at the Hot Wheels tour, man, for Hot Wheels, and it's going to be an exciting one. I've known Bobby and Cody for a long time. And then on the 15th, we got Steve Curcio, man. What a resume that man's got, you know. That's going to be a good show because this man's done more stuff in his life than me and you and anybody else will do in our lifetime. I'll guarantee you that. And then on the 18th, we got Jay, and he's with the Blue Ox monster truck. And, man, it's going to be an exciting one. This man built this monster truck by himself. Yeah, he probably had a little help, but he built everything from scratch. He didn't order a frame. He didn't order nothing. And it's kind of based off of an old school steel body truck. And it's really, really nice looking truck, man. So I look forward to having him on there. Just booked today, Brad Keller. Brad Keller used to work for Bill Payne and Lorna Payne in their shows back in the day when they were running with Monster X Tour. And now he works for KSR, Jack Brady. And he's been doing a little bit of everything for Jack. He's kind of like Jack's second in command. And he used to drive the ride truck, but he told me today they got somebody that he hopes is going to move up into the ride truck and stuff. But, Brad was the very first one to intro it was called Identity Theft. And what it was the truck that looked like Gravedigger. And we were in Lake Charles, Louisiana, and they pulled it out of the trailer, and people physically thought that Gravedigger was at the arena. They were stopping and pulling in, and that truck just has so much popular, it's very popular. Let's just put it that way, okay? Anyway, they were pulling in, taking pictures and stuff, and on the side of Gravedigger, Dennis has always had tombstones of drivers' names and that he's beaten in racing and stuff like that, Well, this one had credit cards, and on the credit card it had the driver's name and stuff, but they built it a little too lifelike, like Gravedigger, man. And if you don't know much about Feld, when their trucks are out there, Gravedigger's red lights were copyrighted. The flames were copyrighted. The colors were copyrighted. You couldn't do anything, man. They were like, nope, you got to change this if you're going to use it. Nope, you got to change this if you use it. And they redone a whole bunch of stuff that day at the show in Lake Charles. but Phil just decided no, the green's too much like the green on the frame and stuff, and they allowed us to run the truck as a chassis and stuff, but we had to take the body off and couldn't run it that day or that evening in the show. So Brad was the first one that got to do that, and then before they went to the next show, they done a lot of modifications on the truck and different things, and got it to where Phil said, "Well, it's still close, but it's going to pass." And I happen to have the whole side of that truck in my shop, along with a full hood, and I'm going to be putting that on the side of my shop. And then I'm going to send the other half of the hood to Brad since it was his truck, and he said I'd love to have that truck, man, or that piece of that truck. So anyway, he's going to be a good interview. It's going to be a lot of fun and he also drove a truck called Bucked Up. And as an announcer, I was so afraid of screwing up and saying some other word in the middle of introductions of that truck. But Bucked Up is a hunting gear company, and man, it is so close to you know what. And I thought one day, I'm going to have to say the word. I'm just going to say it, and it's going to be a problem. So, anyway, it never did. It never was. So it was kind of nice to run with Brad. It was good to talk to him again today, and he definitely said he was going to be on and be there right there. So thank you, Debbie, for putting up Jesse Scott's logo and his stickers. Debbie's like my secretary. She's in Idaho, and she's like my long distance secretary. She's always sticking up. That's my cousin. I love her to death, man. I love her to death. But anyway, got a lot of things happening, man. We've got a lot of things going on. Got one more date to book this month, and then we'll have a complete schedule for this month. And we've already got bookings for next month. And, I ain't going to give up. Now, Tuesday, I go down to Pueblo. And hello there, Migo. How are you? My buddy Scott Goodhue's on here. And Scott's going to be a part of April's first event. We're going to be introducing the young guns in the auctioneering. Scott is a two-time world champion auctioneer, and we're going to be talking about these guys that are one day going to take our places when we no longer can count bids or whatever. Hopefully that's a long ways away. I still love what I do there, and we're gonna talk about these young guns because these kids are amazing. They really are. They're just they're totally amazing what they do. They have got some fire in them, and we're going to be talking about these young guns in the auctioneering. So that's going to be a good one. And let's see what else we got here. Oh, Tuesday. I'm going to be going down to Pueblo on Tuesday because I don't know. Most of you seen my Facebook page. There was an advertisement for a little building that's a bakery now. And that building used to be my dad's standard station. That's where A1 Auto Sales began. And that's where we had the standard station. We had this A1 Auto Sales. We had A1 Wrecker Service. And there's such a history in there. And these people went in, and they're leasing the building right now, but they're in the process of trying to get it bought. And they restored this building to put this bakery in there. And when I first seen it, it was maybe 2 Sundays ago. I just really brought tears to my eyes because they did such a fantastic job. They did exactly the way my dad had it fixed up back in the day. They painted the curbing and they did all that. The only thing missing is really a set of pumps out in the front. And if they could find an old set of gas pumps and put them out there, that would really make that place really turn around and make it awesome. But the Standard Oil sign is still embossed in the building itself. It's built right into the brickwork, and everything's still the red, white, and blue and stuff. And I've talked to the lady that owns it now. Her name's Ellie, and we're going to go down on Tuesday, and we're going to talk about doing a car show down there this year. We're not going to talk about it. We're going to do a car show down there this year. We just haven't come up with a date yet. But we're going to figure out how many cars we can park and things like that. And I'm really excited about going down there. And then we're going to do a photo shoot with me and my brother and her family. And I have a picture that an artist here in Parker drew for me, and it's a picture of the station with my truck out in front of it, and he drew in some pumps and stuff, and then he put my dad up in the sky, and then he put three trees, and the trees represent my brother, myself, and my sister, and it's really a cool pencil drawing, man. I really love this pencil or this drawing. So the lady wants me to make a copy of it, and she's going to hang it in the bakery, and I thought that was just totally awesome. I really did. So my brother Bob will be down there, and he'll be taking pictures with us that day and at the car show and different things like that. So I'll keep you guys abreast on what's going down there, and of course this will be part of my plan, my 1 year plan, and I'm supposed to have a car show, and I will be having a car show here sooner or later. So we'll have it down there and make it work. So want to also mention to my brother here at Arch Auto Glass, Art. If you are looking for auto glass and you need somebody to come out to your job or come to your house and put the glass in because you just can't find time to take it to somebody, Art has a mobile service. He'll drive right up to your house, right up to your business. He'll meet you at Walmart, put it in the parking lot. If you mention Pedal to the Metal Motors and Music, you get 10% off on installation. And when he's done, he cleans up. He'll dust off the dashboard. He cleans it all up. There's no fingerprints on the glass, and everything is done professional. No leaks. He guarantees it, and he's just a great guy. So if you're looking for auto glass, the name of the company is Arch Auto Glass. His name is Art. His phone number is, 720 296 8635. That's 720 296 8635. That's Arch Auto Glass. Mention Pedal to the Metal Motors and Music and get 10% off on installations. Guys, it's definitely car show season time, and you know what that means, metal prints. And if you haven't decided on maybe taking your display to the next level, then you need to do so with one of these metal prints or these show boards or something like that. I was in issue number 5 with my truck, and he made me this print right here. This is the article that was in the magazine. It's a digital magazine, but this was my article. By putting this sign up on my truck, I have increased the people that stop, look, and read this sign, and then they take and look at the display and look at the truck really close. And this sign is amazing. He makes these in sizes of 11 by 14, 16 by 20, 20 by 30. And then you can get a metal show board, which is the big show board that they usually put out in front of a car at a car show and stuff. And that only comes in a 20 by 30. But Rich has got a big backup. He's getting busier and busier all the time. And if you get a hold of him and all you got to do is send him an email, and that's Texas Rich at c10americamagazine.com. Once again, Texas Rich at c10americamagazine.com. He'll make you one of these show boards, and I'm telling you what, they are awesome. They really are. Robert Haas, how are you? Good to see you, man. We're talking. We're going to talk about you here in just a minute, man. But anyway, this is a great idea, and they're metal. They won't chip. They won't scratch. They're just amazing pieces, and they just take that show, that display, and it don't matter what it is. He'll put a picture of your horse on here. He'll put a picture of your family on here. It doesn't matter what it is. He can put a picture on anything. And but if you got a display and you go to car shows or boat shows, motorcycle shows, this right here is a very eye-catching deal. Once again, Texas Rich at c10americamagazine.com. Email him and tell him, hey, you're interested in one of his metal prints or show boards, and man, he'll hook you up and get you taken care of. So I've got a gentleman on here that started watching the show, and his name is Robert Haas. And Robert and I are in the works of starting of doing something in April. And this man, hello, Scott Anderson, how are you, buddy? Good to see you, man. We are going to be putting together something pretty cool, man. And that's all we're going to say about it right now. But this man has got. You need to go to the website, not the website, but to my Facebook page, and check out this man's monster trucks and mud trucks and stuff like that. They are works of art. They are amazing. I mean, they are. He sent me pictures of them, and I could not believe it. He even has a Cadillac CTS that's a monster truck. It's the coolest thing. And you open the door, and it smells brand new inside it, he said. And it's like driving a CTS Cadillac on the inside. There ain't no monster truck seats in there. This man is a fabricator, and he has done a great job with his stuff. And let's see. Come on, people. Go to your friends list and share this show. Oh, thank you, buddy. I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. But yeah, it's gonna be a cool show, and that'll be in April. And as soon as we can make an announcement on it, we will. Robert and I are going to be working the details out. We got to get him a date to show up, and we're going to talk about that this week and get that set into stone. So anyway, let's go ahead here and play some music. Let's see here. I have a friend that was on the show here about a month ago. His name's Tim Dudley, and he is an Elvis tribute artist. And me and Tim have we've been friends for a long time. And I'd secretly been making him his own song because me and Tim I love making songs for my friends, okay? I really do. And I didn't tell him I was making it. I just sent it to him today. And, he gave me thumbs up and said he really liked it. So this here is called Keeping the King Alive. And Tim, you even haven't heard this version. I just remastered it, and it made it a cleaner sound and stuff like that. So we'll be right back here on Pedal to the Metal Motors and Music with more music, and then we'll be talking to Larry Swim later on tonight.
Ray raised with his mama at his grandma's side in a little home full of love and pride. Old Elvis movies lighting up the screen, dreaming of the Memphis King. From the living room to a young boy's dream, rock and roll was in between. Kindergarten stage and schoolhouse hall, little Tim standing proud and tall. Lip sync singing to the King's old sound. Took second place but the spark was found. Something in the music lit the flame, and Elvis Presley called his name. Years rolled on to 2003. A friend named DJ said, come with me. Signed Tim up for a karaoke night. He stepped on stage in the spotlight bright when the last note rang across the crowd. People said, man, you should sing out loud. Oh, Tim Dudley keeps the king alive tonight. Blue suede rhythm under state lights. Every song from Memphis rings out strong when Tim sings, the king lives on. From town to town, that sound still swings. Long live the music of the king. That same year down in Houston town, he saw Doug Church bring the house down. Met him backstage and shook his hand. Doug helped him understand how to carry that legacy on and keep the king inside a song. Grandma believed in the dream he chased, said, son, your voice deserves a place. In 2004, the first show came at the nursing home where she worked each day. Tim sang Elvis proud and strong, and the crowd was smiling all night long. We were rolling every stage. Faith has helped to guide the way. A humble heart and a voice to sing, giving thanks for every blessing. With a prayer before the show begins, Tim lets the music rise again. It ain't about fortune or a crown, just keeping that Memphis sound around. One voice rising clear and strong, he beat the king's own spirit rolling on. Tim Dudley keeps the king alive tonight. of the king.
There you guys go, man. If you get a chance and you're up in the Indiana area and you see the Tim Dudley show advertised somewhere, man, I think you should go because it's a good show. Tim does an awesome job. The costumes alone are amazing. It really is. So it's just a good entertaining show. So speaking of shows, many of you seen yesterday my granddaughter and me were on. I've asked her several times, does she want to do a live and introduce herself and all that? And she's like, no, I don't want to be on. I don't want to be on. No, I don't want to be on. Yesterday, she goes, yeah, I'll be on. So we sat down here, and I'm going to be in trouble because I was supposed to play her song first, and I don't know if she's listening or not. I gave her the site to listen so her mom could tune in and play it and stuff for her, but she might not be. But Rylan, if you are listening, Pops is very sorry that he didn't play your song. Okay, first we'll have to make another one, and we'll make sure we play it for sure. But anyway, she was on. That was probably one of my best shows of my life. I don't care. I mean, I could get some of the biggest names in the monster truck world on, and they would mean a lot to me. But nothing meant more than having that little girl sitting beside me and being on, and she interact. And I was telling her, look, there's Tim Dudley. He lives clear up in Indiana. She's like, oh, that's a long ways away. And I said, yeah. And so anyway, we made a song for her, and we kind of cheated. We didn't write the lyrics on it, okay? We just told the AI program that it's going to have to write a song for us, and we told the AI program what we wanted it to be like, and it made a song. So anyway, I just love being on the show, and I got to play it for you guys. I love the song because, number one, it's my granddaughter's song, and I hope you do too. It's just a cool little song. So here it is right now. Now, her name is Rylan Harper, okay? But we had to spell it a certain way to make her very first song where it would say her name right, and we couldn't figure out how to do that. So she goes, well, Pops, you can use my middle name, Harper, and and that will be fine. So anyway, this one here is about her, and we'll be right back here on Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music.
Her name is Harper, bright as the sun, laughing and playing, always having fun. She loves the woods and the campfire light, sleeping in a tent on a starry night. Oh, Harper, sweet Harper, shining like a pearl, running through her happy little world, swimming and cheering, laughing all day, spreading sunshine along the way. She loves to swim when the water's cool, splashing and playing in the swimming pool, pom-pom shaking when she cheers so loud, little Harper making Grandpa proud. Oh, Harper, sweet Harper, shining like a pearl, running through her happy little world, swimming and cheering, laughing all day, spreading sunshine along the way. She loves going to Mimi's place, big warm hugs and a smiling face, and off to see Hayes for fun and play, making memories every day. Oh, Harper, sweet Harper, shining like a pearl, running through her happy little world, camping and cheering, swimming so free, the sweetest little girl you'll ever see. So laugh, little Harper, grow strong and true, the whole wide world is waiting for you.
Well, there you go. That's her song. Boobala. Boobala. Pops loves you, man. I hope to see you soon, Munchkin. All right. Well, there's a place here in Colorado, and it's probably one of the most photographed places in the state of Colorado. It's called the Maroon Bells. And it's very popular. I know you all have seen it, but if you get a chance sometime, look it up. And it's two mountain peaks, and the dirt or the mountain, the rock has been it's kind of a copper color looking, and man, it's just beautiful. The valley and the lake and all that by it, and the aspens are all growing around it. And there's been more commercials made, and Chevrolet made a lot of commercials there. And so I thought, well, you know what, man? Hey, make a song about the Maroon Bells. So here's a song about the Maroon Bells on Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music. We'll be right back.
The Maroon Bells stand tall, morning light on a mountain wall, two red giants standing tall. Colorado sky so wide and blue, quiet winds come rolling through. Aspen leaves and autumn gold, stories that the mountains hold, reflections shine in Maroon Lake, like a promise the earth won't break. Travelers come from miles away just to watch the break of day. Crimson light begins to rise, painting fire across the skies. Boots on trails through pine and stone, where the wild winds sing alone. Every ridge and canyon well guards the mighty Maroon Bells. The Maroon Bells stand tall and proud, high above the drifting clouds, guarding valleys wild and free, like they've done for centuries. Through the snow and autumn gold, watching every story unfold. In the heart of the Rocky spells stand the mighty Maroon Bells. Summer sun and alpine streams, wildflower fields and mountain dreams, eagles turning in the sky, freedom where the high winds fly. Storm clouds rolling far away, thunder fading through the gray, still those peaks forever dwell, silent are the Maroon Bells. The Maroon Bells stand tall and proud, high above the drifting clouds, guarding valleys wild and free, like they've done for centuries. Through the snow and autumn gold, watching every story unfold. In the heart of the Rocky spells stand the mighty Maroon Bells. Long before these roads were made, before the towns and trails were laid, those mountains watched the ages roll, carving legends in the stone. where the wild winds rise and swell, stand the mighty maroon bells. Even when the day is gone and fades the last red setting sun, the mountains whisper soft and well, forever stand the maroon bells. The moon they stand tall.
You know, that's about the only thing left good about this state that I live in. Everything else has gone to hell in a handbasket, I'll tell you that right now. But they can't take the beautifulness of this state. I mean, I just love this state for the mountains and stuff like that. But let's get to a little bit of hot rod music right here. Everybody has their own favorite hot rods. Well, I like the 32 Ford Coupe as far as old hot rods, but I like a 50 Mercury lead sled, and I think it's an iconic car. I mean, it's been around for so long, and they have done, different designers have done so different. The Barris brothers and all them guys, you know, that they have really created some beautiful cars. And every time you see a Mercury lead sled driving by, you know, you always stop and take a look at it, because just to the custom work that somebody's done to it. So this one here is called Hot Rod Mercury. We'll be right back here on Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music.
Out in the west where the custom boys work, they took old Mercuries and changed how they looked. Lower and longer, smooth and clean, turning those cars into rolling machines. Soon folks around town began to say, oh, wow, custom Mercury was headed their way. Friday night at the hamburger stand, jukebox playing that swinging band. Chevys and Fords parked side by side, kids hanging out for the Friday night ride. Burgers sizzling on the hot grill flame, teenagers laughing and calling out names. Here comes that 50 Mercury, long and low for the world to see. Chrome shining bright in the neon light, coolest ride rolling in tonight. Nobody talking, nobody making a sound, just that deep V8 rumbling around. When that 50 Mercury rolled in slow, every big kid in Lud watched it glow. Chopped down roof and the body all smooth, one sleek cruiser built to move. French headlights glowing soft and bright, paint shining red in the diner lights. Milkshake melting while the crowd stood still, leaning on cars by the edge of the hill. Here comes that 50 Mercury, long and low for the world to see. Chrome shining bright in the neon light, coolest ride rolling in tonight. Nobody talking, nobody making a sound, just that deep V8 rumbling around. When that 50 Mercury rolled in slow, every kid in the lot watched it glow. Long smooth body shining like glass, rolling so slow as the Merc drove past. Chrome reflections lighting the street, every heartbeat skipped a beat. That 50 Mercury, cruising slow to history. Chrome and steel and rock and roll, custom car, heart and soul. Everybody watching as it rolled through town, coolest machine anyone had found. When that 50 Mercury rolled in slow, everybody knew it stole the show. Late that night at the hamburger stand, kids still talking that machine so grand. Long and low as a car can be, that legendary 50 Mercury.
There you go, man. Hot Rod Mercury right there. You know, growing up as kids, when we got our license and stuff on Friday nights, at least in my town, and I know there was a lot of towns around, all the kids would go downtown, and whether it was Main Street or Grand or A Street or B Street or whatever the street was named, y'all cruised it, man. Everybody was there on Friday night, and they all had a good time, and there was hot rods running around, and you know, it was a great time as a kid. I wish I could go back there from time to time, back when I had my Camaros and different things like that, and just cruise Main Street, man, because there was no worries, there was no cares in the world, man. It was just like, do I got enough gas to cruise? My friends were with me, and life was good, man. That's what it was all about. There's my brother Bob. He's on here tonight. He's going to be hanging out. So, hey, bro, what are you doing, man? Love you. Anyway, this one here in Pueblo, the name of our cruising street was Main Street. And I know my brother Bob used to go down there with his cars and stuff. He had some amazing cars, some really cool cars. And, you know, we just carried the tradition on. I don't even know if they do it anymore or not, but these kids are missing out if they don't have a place to go cruise. So this is called Main Street Memories. We'll be right back here on Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music.
Friday night, small town glow, neon buzz and the radio low. Pulled up slow by the old car wash, just me and the boys letting time get lost. Shined up chrome on the parking lot lights, laughing loud, yeah, we on those nights. Picked up friends, piled in tight, windows down in the summer night. We didn't know it then, but man, we had it all. Every mile we drove, we were standing tall. Those were our Main Street memories, cruising slow through our golden years. Million miles on a two-lane dream, blacktop hearts and gasoline. V8 motors thundering loud, shaking glass all through downtown. Camaros, Mustangs, Mopar too. Everybody asking who's gonna rule. Girls waving, hey, take me for a ride. Young hearts burning under neon lights. Yeah, we didn't know just what we had, but looking back, man, it don't get better than that. Those Main Street memories, music blasting from every door. Different songs, but we all wanted more. Headlights lined up, engines rev. Friday nights felt like heaven instead. Everybody had a name and a ride, reputation on the line with pride. From the stoplight down to the edge of town, we'd lay it down when the sun went down. Yeah, word got around when the fast cars came. Every race out there made a name. Those were our Main Street memories, cruising slow through our golden years. Million miles on a two-lane dream, blacktop hearts and gasoline. past faded just a little, but they still last. Every laugh, every turn, every street light glow, still riding shotgun in my soul. Yeah, those Main Street memories still running wild inside of me. Million miles, but I go again, just to be back there with my friends. V8 motors rolling through time, still hear that thunder in my mind. Camaros, Mustangs, Moped pride, still hear echoes when I close my eyes. Girls waving like time stood still, and somehow deep down it always will. Yeah, we didn't know just what we had, but those were the best days we'll never get back. Those Main Street memories.
There you go, Main Street Memories for sure. Let's see here. Hey, Bob, I'm going to be in Pueblo on Tuesday afternoon. I'll call you along the way to fill you in, but I'm going over to the Broadway location, and we're going to talk, try to set a date for a car show there and figure out how many cars we can fit. So I don't know what your schedule's like, but if you want to come over, man, that'd be great. That's no problem. So anyway, some of you know, some of you don't. My family, they're dog lovers. We absolutely, in fact, I think we can be accused of probably loving our dogs too much. They run our lives where you can't go do things. And we always got to be home to make sure they're okay and let them out and different things like that. And anyway, this new dog that I have, she is amazing. I mean, she's really smart, and she'll sit down in front of me, and I'll talk to her. And I know what I think I know. She knows what I'm saying, and she'll turn her head and everything like that. And I'll say, do you understand? And she'll put her paw on my leg, and they say that that's their way of showing how much they love you and stuff like that. But I think that's her way of saying, yes, I understand you. I just can't talk and tell you how I feel about you and different things like that, So I made a song. This song is not necessarily about her. This is just about dogs, period. If you are a dog lover, there's nothing better than to sit there and talk to your dog or whatever, say something, and your dog turns its head, and it's focusing on what you're saying. What I really want to know is, do you understand what I'm saying? Who knows? Surely not, but man, I just love these animals, man. So anyway, this one here is called The Look. We'll be right back here on Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music.
You might have took me from my mama, found me in that shelter all alone. Cold floor and chain link cages, waiting for a place to call my home. I was shaking when you held me, didn't know what love could be, but the more your kindness found me, the harder I fell for you and me. If I could talk, I'd tell you everything you mean to me, but all I've got are wagging tails and eyes that you can read. So when I place my paw upon your knee and look into your eyes, that look I give you says it all, and you're my everything. Throw the ball across the yard and laugh when I go running through grass. You keep me warm on cold nights, make sure my bowl is filled at last. You hold me close when I get scared and help me when I'm feeling sick. And you don't complain too much when I throw up on your rubber bed. In the mornings when you leave me and the house goes quiet and still, I lay down by the front door, waiting there until sometimes I think you're leaving and that you might not come back home. But when you walk back through that doorway, I know I'm not alone. Late at night when you're feeling down and you're talking softly next to me, I hear every word you're saying, even if I can't speak back, you see. I wish that I could answer you and tell you I understand. That's why I look into your eyes and place my paw inside your hand. If I could talk, I'd tell you everything you mean to me, but all I've got are wagging tails and eyes that you can read. So when I place my paw upon your knee and look into your eyes, the look I give you says it all, and you're my everything. So when I place my paw upon your knee and look up from your side, that look I give you says it all. I'm your dog, and I just want you to know you mean the world to me. Yeah, my life may not be long, but my love will always be. And someday I'll be waiting there, and you come home to me.
You know, there's just something about them when they give you that look, and that's what that whole song is about that look for sure. So anyway, let's see here. Sam Ditto, what's up, my brother from another mother, all the way from Oklahoma? How you doing, Sam? Good to see you on here, man. Welcome, welcome. Tell the family hi. Hope you had a great day today. Anyway, let's see here. What can we do here? It's 6:48. Let's do one here. This here is called The Sheep Herder Song, and it's about the life of a sheep herder up in the mountains. And we'll be right back here on Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music.
Up in the shadow of the Wyoming sky, where the cold winds howl and the eagles fly, just a sheep wagon and a fire burn low, and 1,000 head where the tall grass grows. Boots worn thin on a rocky trail, talking to God through the mountain gate. Ain't no sound but a lonesome tune, and a cry of a wolf howling at a rising moon. got an old dog laying by my side. He's the only soul for 100 miles. He knows every move before I do, keeps them bunched when they scatter through. From the break of dawn till the daylight's gone, we keep pushing slow and steady on. Through the dust, through the sleet, through the rain, just a man and a dog on the open range. So I sing that old sheepherder song, low and slow as the night rolls on. Echoes drift through the pines so tall, like the mountains humming along. Ain't no crowd, ain't no stage, ain't no band, just his life in this rugged land. Yeah, it ain't much, but it's all I own in the heart of Wyoming, all alone. Cattlemen don't like our kind round here. They say we strip the land down bare. Say our sheep eat low and slow, leave nothing back for their herds to grow. Had a few words down by the creek, got a scar on my jaw from last week. But this land's as wide as a man can roam, and I'll stake my claim where I make my home. Snow came early, took a few that night, lost 3 lambs in a bitter fight. Coyotes circling, eyes aglow, that old dog kept them back just so. Buried one where the river bends, said a prayer for the life that ends. Ain't no preacher, ain't no bell, just the wind saying farewell. So I sing that old sheepherder song, low and warm, but it carries on through the cold and the endless days, through the trials and the mountain haze. Ain't no gold, ain't no easy road, just this hard and a heavy load. But I wouldn't trade this life I've known in these Wyoming hills alone. Sometimes I think about a town somewhere, warm lamplight and a rocking chair. But the silence here's the price I paid for a life I wouldn't give away. 'Cause the stars shine brighter where I stand, and there's truth in this open land. Yeah, I sing that old sheepherder song, strong and steady it rolls along through the valleys and over stone, where a man learns to stand alone. Ain't no fame, ain't no glory found, just the earth and the sacred ground. And when my time comes and I'm long gone, they'll remember me in this song, up in the shadow of the Wyoming sky, where the wind still whispers and the hawks still cry. There's a lonely voice that carries on in the hills, the sheepherder's song.
You know, to tell you how brothers think, I was just getting ready to say something about my dad, and my brother said it right here on on the chat right here. And our dad used to tell us stories all the time about going and visiting the sheep herders when he was growing up in Wyoming. he said they made great food, and they did. I mean, that's, that was, and they enjoyed company because it was really them, the sheep wagon, the dog, and the sheep, and they were up there for long stays by themselves and stuff. It was a lonely life, man. But yeah, he took us to Buffalo, where he grew up as a kid, and that's not Buffalo, New York. That's Buffalo, Wyoming, and we went to the museum there, and he was showing us stuff, and there was some fencing, and he said that, and you could see it in his eyes, how happy it made him, because it was the fence that was around his grade school. And he remembered that, and then he told us about the time when they would flood the I guess in the park, they would flood the park, and everybody would go ice skating and stuff like that. So he was really into, like a historian about that kind of stuff. He loved airplanes, and he loved talking about when he was a little boy and stuff growing up, and the different things that him and my grandma went through and stuff like that. But it was just really cool when he came to the sheepherder's wagon, and you could see he knew all about that sheepherder's wagon, and he was telling us all about it, and come here, look at this, look, this is what. And it was just amazing just to listen to him narrate the story of that sheepherder. It really was. So about 3 weeks ago, my cousin Debbie said, "Would you make a song about Robert Duvall?" And I said, "Oh yeah." I said, "I would love to do that." So I did. So naturally, this is my cousin Debbie's song, and this is about the actor Robert Duvall. We'll be right back here on Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music. It's called "He Became the Man."
Born out west in San Diego sun, 1931. Raised on rules in a Navy man's code, where duty's never done. And a polished nights, yes sir, and salutes, a young man standing tall, Army boots on a gravel road. He heard a calling call. Traded rank for a stage in New York, just a dream in his hand. With Hoffman and Hackman chasing ghosts, just trying to be a man. Courtroom walls and empty plates, yeah, the struggle cut him deep. But a fire burned behind his eyes that never went to sleep. He didn't just play the part, he became the man. From shadows to the spotlight, you could feel it in his hands. From Boo Radley's silence to the Godfather's right hand, every role he ever touched, he became the man. First they saw him stand real still, didn't need a single line, but the world felt something shift that day in 1962's time. Then came power dressed in calm, Tom Hagen in the game, a quiet force beside the stone, respect without the fame. Then the sky lit up in fire, smell of napalm in the dawn, Kilgore riding through the chaos like a war that never's gone. He didn't shout to steal the scene, he just stood his ground. And somewhere in that silence, truth is always found. He didn't just play the part, he became the man. From war-torn skies to family ties, you
from consigliere calm to a soldier's command. Every role he ever touched, he became a man. Then he rode out west where the wild winds blow, with a cowboy's soul so free. Gus McCrae riding open range like a man we all believe. Dustin Otter, heart and steel, stories in his eyes. Every mile of memory, every word of truth that rise. Tender mercies, broken roads, a whiskey-soaked regrets, found redemption in a quiet song the world won't soon forget. He held that gold in '83, but never changed his way. Still chasing truth in every role, still working to this day. Not just lights and cameras rolling, not just lines and names. It's the weight of every story and the truth behind the frame. He didn't just play the part, he became a man. From a soldier's road to Hollywood, to the heart of every fan. From the plains to the fight, to the silver screen stand. Yeah, every role he ever touched, he became a man. Yeah, he didn't chase the spotlight, it found him where he stood. A lifetime carved in honesty, and he played it like he should. He didn't chase the spotlight, oh, and he played it like he should.
There you go. He became the man, Robert Duvall. He was a good actor. I mean, you have to admit, any part that he played, he really did become the man. Well, guys, that does it for our music portion of the show. I appreciate you all tuning in. If you got to go, I understand. If not, we love to let you stick around and listen to Larry swim. We've got some great stories and good times together and different things like that. We'll be laughing a lot. I'll guarantee you that for sure in this next one. So, as you know, we got to start the second half of the show with the intro, and we got to, that way I know where I can cut it and edit it and different things like that, so I can put it up on YouTube. And you can find all of these shows on YouTube. All you have to do is type in Pedal to the Metal Motors and just type in Pedal to the Metal Podcast, and you'll see it right there. It'll take you to all the episodes, and I even put my granddaughter's episode that we did yesterday in there. So we'll be right back here on Pedal to the Metal Motors and Music with Larry Swim. We're going to get ready to start the second half of the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines. You're listening to Pedal to the Metal Motors and Music, the show where horsepower, stories, and great music come together. From beautiful collector classics to fire-breathing race cars to the ground-shaking thunder of monster trucks. This is where the world of motors meets the power of music. So strap in tight, fire up, and grab your favorite cold drink, because a ride is about to begin. And now, here's your host, roller.
Welcome to the second half of the show, guys. I appreciate you guys. It looks like the rowdies down here in the front row have been to the bar a couple of times, man. Even the jailbird is with us. Glad to see everybody up there in the mezzanine, man. Thank you for showing up tonight, man. We got people from Florida all the way up into Idaho and Indiana, Oklahoma, man. Everybody's tuning in everywhere, man. I'll guarantee you that, even the southern states. So it's great to hear you guys right there. And, I appreciate you tuning into the show, and we're going to have a good show tonight with Larry. It's going to be a lot of fun, but as you know, we got to pay a few bills. And no, I haven't gotten the Rise and Grind coffee commercial done yet. So they don't have the trailer. They have a coffee cart now, so that's my bad. But I have not got anything from them yet about what they want me to say in the commercial. So as soon as I get that, then I will go ahead and do that. But we'll be right back here after a word from our sponsors. Hey, Lugnuts, take a look at our new partner, 6ix9ine Graphics and Design, a small design and marketing company big on personalized service. They work close with you to get your business noticed with graphics that stand out and get attention. 6ix9ine Design focuses on stickers, decals, and graphics for your hot rods, custom projects, or business marketing. 6ix9ine Design also includes logo design, brochures, signs, business cards, banners, custom apparel, vehicle graphics, and much more. Remember, that's 6 and the number 9 graphics and design. Or go to 6ix9design.com or find them on Instagram at 6ix9design. Hey, Lugnuts, need pick me up to start your day? Then it's time to go to Rise and Grind. At Rise and Grind Coffee in Parker, Colorado, you'll find everything from bold espressos to creamy lattes to refreshing chai teas and smoothies. Whether you love it regular or decaf, we've got the perfect cup waiting for you. Hungry? Grab a hot breakfast burrito and a fresh muffin to go with your drink. And don't forget to check in on our merchandise. Perfect gift for any coffee lover. Planning on an event? Rise and Grind brings coffee to you with our family-equipped portable coffee trailer. Perfect for weddings, meetings, celebrations of any kind. Stop by 475 Singing Hills Road in Parker or give us a call at 480-212-3787. That's 480-212-3787. Rise and Grind Coffee, fueling your day one cup at a time. Well, there you go, guys. There you go. Rise and Grind. Now, remember, it's a coffee cart, not a coffee trailer anymore. But if you don't live here in the state of Colorado or out here by us, it doesn't matter to you anyway. So I hope you all have your beverages with you, because we're getting ready to have one great show right here tonight. Little R&R Reserve with some Pepsi Cola right here. So I seen my brother was drinking blueberry margaritas on his deck. So I hope you all are having the beverage of your choice, and we're going to get ready to call Larry here in just a second. So let's go ahead here, and we always call him a little earlier, but that's okay. No big deal. We'll get... let's see here. And I can tell you in a minute if it's going to work.
Hi, if you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
Yeah, my name is Deputy Dog. I'm calling for Larry Swim. Deputy Dog calling.
Thanks, Larry Swim. Please stay on the line.
My name's not. That's high tech. This is, you get your own answering service when you're a professional monster truck driver.
Well, there's no professional monster truck driver.
Well, there is, because I ain't never heard one of them kind of ringtones before. That's pretty special, man. I don't know. I just don't know what to say about
Oh,
that. You know, what's going on, dude?
oh my gosh. I don't even know why I answered your call.
You know, I was telling him that we were friends, and then I remember our interview in Bakersfield, and we're really not friends, are we?
Well, no, I mean, because you spit on the window and,
That was not in Bakersfield. That was in La Crosse,
well, no,
Wisconsin.
I didn't say it was the Bakersfield because I just said you spit on the windshield or on the window. But
Well, that's okay, man. I mean,
this
hold
is going
on.
to be,
Oh, I had to do this, man. I'm sorry.
you know what's really messed up?
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Oh, that was in New York when we first debuted that song for your intro, wasn't it?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it was. You just don't want to admit it, man. That's all there was to it. God, that's some fun times, buddy. I'm serious, man. You know,
Yeah.
it really was fun on the road. It really was. It was always
So are we live now?
Are we off? Are we off? Can we talk about the real stuff and not the fake stuff?
No, I said, are we live now?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Very
Oh.
live. Very, very live. So that's just a warning to you, okay?
Well, you said 8:15.
Oh, I said
8:12.
I know, but anyway, I'm just early. You know me. I'm like Stanley. I get that show going. You know that's.
You're never early.
Oh, my glasses are already fogging up. My goodness gracious, I don't know. Oh my goodness. So how's the weather there in the hometown?
It's pretty good. It was like low 60s today, sunny. We took a side-by-side ride.
Oh, right on.
So, yep. It was good.
Did you're all moved into the new property now, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You-
We're doing, yep. We still got some stuff to figure out, but yeah, we're doing good.
Susan will get it figured out, so don't worry about it.
Right.
She'll take care of you. I love her to
You-
death. You know that?
She said, "Yes, sir."
She is the bomb. I just love that girl. I do. And I got something here and I can't figure out what I did with it. I'm gonna have to. Oh,
Yeah,
Uh,
she's okay.
she's what?
She's okay.
She's okay. Okay. Are you guys watching this on the computer screen?
No, I'm trying to
No,
find it.
she's trying to find it.
Oh, she is. Okay. Well, you let me know when you try to find it, because
She said it's a shoddy thing.
you could spell shoddy, would you?
It's with a
It's just Jennifer Fagan's on here. You know, helicopter, helicopter.
whoop whoop.
Jenny comes in on all the good ones, man. The ones that where she was at, I'll promise you, it's always fun to have her in there. And she went, Larry.
Yep, I saw that they went on a cruise. And
Yeah.
Matt was working it.
You know, they're always going on these cruises. They love it over there. I think
know.
and that's cool though, man. Because they got like, they've gone over there so much that they got like family there, man. These people they've adopted these people, you know, and that's just
Right.
too cool. They look forward to seeing them every year, and I'm glad that her and Matt are able to do that, man. That's
Well, yeah, and they've got family in Jamaica, and I just want to know what I need to do to go with them.
Oh, did you hear that, Jenny? And she don't like when I call her Jenny. She hates that.
I
But,
mean, she don't like when you call her, period. But
yeah, exactly. But is this Jennifer? But no, she's she Jenny. Did you hear what Larry said? Got it, she said. So I don't know.
Don't listen to him.
I don't know what that means. I don't know. I don't think she wants you to go with her. I really don't. I mean, I
Oh,
would.
she
I
does.
would. I wouldn't
She
want to
does,
go.
but Matt's probably listening. So
Oh, dude, I tell you what, it's good to hear your voice, man. It really is. So, uh,
yeah.
I guess we might as well just start. And has Susan got the website yet? Because I got a special message from somebody that they were going to be
Well,
live in the studio and they're not here.
she's trying to get on there, but she says that I'm the one that's technically challenged. But
To be honest, I don't know where to go.
Just type in pedal to the metal and then put podcast.
It's
Pedal to the Metal podcast.
Yeah.
She's guilt.
Hey, don't be talking bad about my girl, man. I
That's
will
right.
kung fu fight you. I will.
Come on, Cletus. Come on.
Bring it on, Clevis. Oh, Jennifer, now she said she would love to have you there. I don't think so. I think she's just being nice.
I know.
Jenny just tries to be nice and she doesn't really want to say what she wants to say.
I know. She's always been like that.
That's right. But boy, what a good person to have on the road to take care of us, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Man, the rooms were always good and stuff like that. And we never had to bunk with each other, thank God. Whew, I didn't ever
I know.
that wouldn't be bad. But I mean, remember the times we used to go into people's rooms and take the mattress and put it on the box springs and put the box springs. Who was the first one we done that to? Allegedly. Who did we do that to the first time?
And not mentioning any names, but BJ might have been pissed.
Oh, do you remember that?
Oh, that was some funny times, man. God, we had a lot of good times when you and BJ were
Oh, yeah.
running for. Did you?
Susan just said, she's like, remember the time we broke into Jeff's room?
Yeah, yeah, I do. I do remember. I do remember that. I really do.
See,
Yeah, I do.
I don't. So it was all Susan.
You are such a liar. You lie so much. You don't lie. These people are listening to you lie, and that's just wrong. I tried to tell them what a good guy you are, and it's just not. It's just not right.
Well, I mean,
No.
most people know.
Yeah, no, that you're not a good guy. Yeah, exactly. You're right. You're right. Did she find it yet?
I don't know. I don't know what she's doing, Jeff.
Oh, okay. Well, tell her to turn the power button on first.
Spotify, Facebook, where am I looking at?
No, you got to go on to Facebook.
It's on the Facebook.
It's on the Facebook. It's on the Facebook.
Hey. Oh, look, she found it.
All right. Did she see us? Do you see us? Huh? Do you see us?
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, now I can tell you they were going to be here. They're going to be here tonight, but they have a previous engagement. So they sent a family picture just to remind you how much they love you. Ladies and gentlemen, some great friends of ours from back in the day, Mr. and Mrs. Disposal, right here. Right here. This is the family picture of them. These are the original Mr. and Mrs. Disposal from
Nice.
the very first ones. Right there they are. I have them framed. And they wanted to tell you how much they love you. And they tried to send a recording, but it wasn't in the bag, so they just couldn't get it done.
That's amazing.
But they said to tell you hi and that they loved you and they remembered the good times.
Yeah.
Mr.
that's
and
your
Mrs. Disposal, everybody, right
No.
there.
I mean, we're all family.
Yes.
But that's your side of the family.
No. Oh no. No, it's not. So
Uh-huh.
we did a show one time.
Your story.
And this is not the whole story. Okay, because the other story there might have been some drinking and stuff like that when they first come out. We were drinking Kool-Aid and stuff like that and
Right.
having some Twinkies or maybe we were doing s'mores. I don't know, I can't remember. But anyway, I come out for introductions And beknownst to me, my sweet Susan and Larry go and buy a bunch of these bags.
No, we
And
didn't buy them. They were in the room.
they were in the. Did you get them from the?
Yeah, they were in the hotel room.
Okay, so you got them. Okay, anyway, they
Yeah, they
hand
were in the fine. They were in the fine hotel room that Monster X provided.
so anyway.
So thanks, Danny T.
Yeah, thanks, Danny, for getting us the Mr. Disposal bags. So anyway, they give. I think they must have commandeered some from the maids or something, because everybody in this one section of the audience had Mr. and Mrs. Disposal puppets on their hands. And they all had faces on them, and and it took me a second because everybody was sitting there waving and stuff, and there was Mr. and Mrs. Disposal, man. Oh, what a good time. I wish we could just really tell the whole story, but probably just ought to keep on going. What do you think, you know?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably gonna be a
Yeah.
probably gonna be a different kind of show.
Yeah, it probably would be. Woohoo! But let's just go ahead and start back when you're a young man. That was a long time ago, dude. Damn.
I
There
can't remember that.
there was you and Yul Brynner and
Hey, back when I remember back when I was.
and Walter Brennan. Yeah, I remember that Larry Schwimmer. All right, yeah, for sure. But let's talk about hanging out with neighbors that had monster trucks and how you got started in the monster truck business, man.
Yeah, you know, I grew up well mid '80s in high school. I was, Motorhead, and I ran around with a bunch of guys that had some cool cars, '69 Camaros and Larry Ragsdale, and we all hung out and did stupid stuff. And one of the girls that hang out in our group was Marvin Smith's daughter that had back in the day it was Crimson Giant and eventually Stomper. And we went over to her house one day and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. And I was hooked. And I was that kid that was in the way. And I guess he figured, if this kid's going to be here, I might as well teach him how to help.
Right.
And, I would go over there on evenings and my mom would let me go. She let me go to a couple shows with him. And I ended up meeting Guy Wood and helped him a lot at his shop, drove his ride truck, did a lot of cool stuff. And that was mid '90s with Guy. And, did a few things here and there. And then 2000, Guy called me one day and he's like, hey, you want to go drive a monster truck? I'm like, well, yeah. And he's like, well, I was supposed to go drive for Paul Schaefer and something came up. I can't. And I told him I know a guy. So, if you want to go, you're in. I'm like, well, yeah, dude. And I was working at a factory in St. Louis. And he's like, well, I told him you've driven before, so don't tell him otherwise. I'm like, what? No pressure here.
Yeah, no joke.
So he had a guy back in those days. Brian Womack was driving barefoot. And, him and I have grown up together for a long time. We were childhood friends, and he drove for Fred Schaefer. And then when Paul took over barefoot, So he had a guy drive the trucks out there, and we showed up, and I'm like, green, had no clue.
Right.
I mean, I loved monster trucks and been around, seen them, and so I showed up, and we got there, and it was Tonka at the time. That was the first truck, and so I got there, drove the truck around the parking lot a little bit, get used to the rear steering. I'm like, all right, okay, here we go.
Yay!
And that was Cottage Grove, Oregon.
Oh my God.
And yeah, so Friday night show. I go out first round qualifying, and I go out, hit the gas, hit the banging gears, and the truck's in the air, and I'm like, wop 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 wop. I'm like, wop wop. I'm like, I should be on the ground by now. And finally landed, and I'm like, holy shiznit.
Yeah, you can say sheep shit if you want.
And I'm like, so I pull back around in the pits, and Womack was over there in barefoot, and he's like, holy shiznit, dude. That was freaking awesome. I'm like, no, my back hurts.
Yeah, guaranteed.
I'm like, so we did a Friday night show, and Womack and I went to the finals Friday, Saturday, and they did the Sunday, ended up adding a Sunday show, so we had to change our flights. And I think it was Saturday night show. We were out there on the track talking to I think Danny was there and you were there.
Right.
And talking about how they wanted to build the jumps for freestyle, and all of a sudden Danny's like, oh my gosh, she's naked.
This was on Sunday morning, a Sunday show during the day though, when he did that.
Oh, I was thinking it was Saturday, but
no, it was
maybe.
Sunday show. Remember, it was everybody just got out of church, and they come to the
Yeah.
monster truck show. All right.
So yeah, but yeah, they added the Sunday show, and I mean, we don't have to tell all the story, but
Oh, I think we should. I mean,
Well, no.
we don't have to get graphic about it, but I think we can say the name because he's never going to listen. And I think it's a well worth story to hear. So what he's talking about, guys, is he's talking about one of the kids, the young kids that was doing the freestyle motocross portion of the show. All right, go ahead.
yeah. So we're out there talking about freestyle, and next thing you know, Danny's like, oh my gosh, she's naked.
He was too during the show.
Yeah. Yeah. In the middle of the show.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're like, oh my gosh.
Naked as a jaybird.
Yep. On freestyle motocross.
Freestyle.
Had no clothes on.
Boots and a helmet.
Boots. Yep. Boots and helmet. That should be a show. That should be a song.
I think, you know what, dude? I got to write that down because I think that's what I'm going to make one here. And I'm going to say that you were the creator of it. Hold on. Boots
But yeah.
and a helmet.
And then Womack ended up breaking an axle on Sunday, so I actually won.
Yeah.
You know, him and I went to the finals Friday and Saturday. He won. He broke an axle Sunday, so I won. I'm like, well, we don't have to say that. You know, I just won Sunday.
There you go.
And and I remember us all going out to dinner and remembering hearing somebody complaining about there was a curse word in the intro song.
Yeah.
One of the intro songs.
Exactly.
Nobody said nothing about the naked guy.
No, But
Yeah, nothing.
they dissed my intro song because it had a cuss word in it.
Yeah, there was a cuss word in the intro song, and I'm
Yeah.
like, huh, nobody cares about the naked guy. Okay.
Yeah. But what you failed to tell everybody was we couldn't get him off the track. He kept riding.
Oh
I
yeah.
was looking for a piece of PVC pipe to stick in his spokes or do something. I was looking at Danny going, "What do you want me to do? We have a naked man running around here on a Sunday show. All these young girls are up against the fence going, woo, woo, and this guy is just feeding off of these girls cheering him on."
Yeah. Well, and Danny was just like he was just had his old face on. He was like, ugh.
Yeah, guaranteed. And it was two brothers, Cleve and Levi Beelart. And
Yep.
Levi was the naked jumper.
Yep.
That explains it.
That's exactly who it was. But yeah, that's what happens at a monster truck show. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
Yeah, I just remember we were out there talking because Danny was like, "What do you guys want to do with the jumps?" Because Womack had been driving for several years and he was great. And he's like, "What do you guys want to do with the jumps? You know what? What? Oh my gosh, he's naked."
yeah. And the thing was, when I start the show, of course, I have a routine that I announce everybody, and I was like, "Ladies and gentlemen, our freestyle action for the evening or this afternoon is by two brothers, Cleve and Levi Beelart, and I want you to give Levi Beelart a big round of applause." Well, he's supposed to come out at that time. He's already supposed to be ready to go, and there was nothing. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe the bike's got a foul plug or something. So I start talking about what the tricks and stuff were and different things like that. And then I said, okay, ladies and gentlemen, Levi Beelart. And all of a sudden you hear the motorcycle start up, and there he comes, man, just naked as a jaybird. I mean, naked as a jaybird. Oh. Wow, that just started your career, didn't it? What a good memorable start for you.
Right. That's what I was going to say. What a first show. I'm like, holy cow, what am I getting into?
Yeah, do they do this at all the shows?
Right. Yeah.
Oh my God. So you worked for Paul for God quite a few years, man.
I drove for Paul for 6 years. Started in 2006. I went away, and I drove here and there for some people, and I had a good run. Paul was great. We did a lot of stuff.
And drove some pretty
And
legendary trucks, dude.
oh, I mean, like I said, I started out with Tonka. Then I went into Monster Patrol, Barefoot. I drove Boogie Van a couple times. The truck that's strong enough for a man, but made for a woman.
Girl, get her monster truck.
I drove Wild Thing a couple times. Carolina Crusher. I mean, it was
The
it was
Mummy.
insane.
You drove the
Scorpion
Mummy.
King,
Scorpion King.
Mummy.
You drove
Actually,
Frankenstein a little bit, didn't you? Or no?
I think I might have once, but Frankenstein was Paul's deal.
And he didn't like people driving his stuff, did he?
No.
Yeah.
But I mean, his truck. I mean, pretty much the Barefoot and Monster Patrol that I drove was old Fred Schaefer trucks.
Yeah.
And people were like, "Oh my gosh, how'd that work?" I mean, they were great. They were some of the best landing trucks. I did some stupid stuff.
No, not you.
I mean, it was great. But yeah, the first time I rolled, was in Scorpion King, and I have the wing off the truck in my basement.
Do you really? Cool.
Yeah, yeah, and that was Michael Harper's first show that he was driving,
Michael
and
Harper.
he freaked out. He's like,
Yeah.
I can't drive, I can't drive, I can't drive. But yeah, I mean, it was in Mercedes, Texas, and took off, tripped the finish line with it back into the truck, and barrel rolled 3 times. So yeah, you know, it's I've had a lot of fun, a hell of a career, and got to meet a lot of cool people and roller.
And roller. You are so funny. You really are. You're so funny. I forgot to laugh.
Well, that's because you're old.
I am old, dude. I am. There was like dirt and then me.
Yeah,
I mean, that's about how it was. I mean,
right.
I remember I had a pet dinosaur growing up as a kid.
I mean, I remember seeing in the credits, roller, part inventor of dirt.
Well, not part inventor, but I was the first one to get dirt out of the butt crack. Okay, when I fell down and riding my stone hinged mini bike. Oh my God, Larry, you are well. That does it, guys. I appreciate you, Larry. Thank you so much
Yep.
for being on the show. It was such a
See
good
you
time.
later. Thanks for coming. As Scotty would say, see you later. Thanks for coming.
Yeah. Oh, who wants a T-shirt?
But no, we've had a lot of good times. And,
Oh, we have, man. We really have.
you know, got to do a lot of amazing stuff. You know, like I said, starting out with Paul, then I got out of it full time. Drove a little bit for Don King. Did a little bit for Brandon, and then Bigfoot called, and I drove for Bigfoot for 11 years. And
What a ride.
how cool is it? You know, they called me out of the blue and like, hey, would you be interested in driving? I'm like, let me talk to my wife.
She said okay. She said it
And
was
she's like-
fine.
She's like, you know what? Go.
Yeah. Please go.
And
Yeah, that's right.
so-
Please hurry up.
So yeah, I got to I drove for Bigfoot for 11 years, had 10 championships, and it was very, very, very cool.
So in that time frame, of course, yes, Jennifer, I do my own stunts. Of course, you know that. You were there.
Well, yeah, who else would want to do them?
Yeah, exactly. But you know, you did some amazing stuff. It was always good to have you and of course your brother Dan at a show or something, or any of the Bigfoot drivers, man, because when we needed you to finish the show and do a spectacular, you guys were always there for us, man, and it was really nice. Do I hear like a Captain Morgan bottle being rattled around in the background back there or something like that?
No.
No. Okay, I didn't know. I thought it could smell it, but I didn't know, so I was just checking. But
Stalker. Stalker.
Oh my God. How many bottles of that stuff did we go through?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right, about 2. I think it was just 2. Really.
Right.
Just 2. And
It was like, no, it was one at a time.
well, it was. Yeah, you're right. It was just one at a time. Guaranteed. Right here. How many drivers
Anyway,
have...
back to the
Yeah, let's get back to that.
focus.
Thank you. Okay, I am. Okay, I'm all right now. I'm all right. I'll wander off every once in a while, Larry. You just got to stop me, okay? Larry, are you awake? Larry. Susan, wake him. Just push him off, Susan. Me and you'll talk. Me and you'll talk. I like you a lot better, Susan. I really do. I love you, to be honest with you.
I think she's the reason you spit on the window.
I did, but we'll get into that one here pretty soon. That's you're just getting into your driving career. We ain't spit on no windows in a while yet, and nothing yet. We haven't done that yet. But
At least that nobody knows of.
Well, yeah, okay, but that's my story, and we're going to stick to it.
Susan said, "I have a question. How long is this show?"
It could be days, Susan. It really could.
Well, hey,
To wrap him up or what?
I just want to remind you
Okay.
that I still, from what I heard, I still have the longest song.
Well, not no more. No.
No, you said the number 2. The second song wasn't the record.
No, the one that was just like ungodly long. I mean, I fell asleep, I shaved twice, and I read a small novel in between the song. That's how long it was.
All right. Well, I want to go back to that.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to go back. I want to go back to that because I want to hold record.
You want to hold the record? Well,
Yes.
you know, I don't have it anymore. I got rid of it.
For the love, I have it. I'll send it to you.
Okay, do, but I'm not going to play it because
Yeah.
I don't think the batteries in my computer, the lifespan of my batteries are that long.
Well, maybe you should get a better computer.
Well, this has got the wind up deal on it, the dial up. I mean, the dial up's still working.
Susan said, "Let's continue the show."
Okay.
She's bossy.
I'm
She
glad
hasn't
she's here
changed.
though. She's keeping us
She
grounded.
hasn't changed.
No, she hasn't, and that's why I love her because she keep us focused. Focused. She's like,
You know what focus stands for, right?
what's it stand for?
I can't say it.
Okay, all right. Well, then don't ask us.
F off.
Oh,
Hey, F off because you're stupid.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to write that one down for sure. I'll remember that one. So
You're welcome.
where were we? What day? What do I do with my hands, Larry? I don't know what to do.
I don't know. Susan's over here trying to figure that out too.
What do I do? I don't know what to do. I'm lost.
She's a
Jennifer, help
She's a-
us. Jennifer, Susan, help. Me and Larry are lost somewhere.
Okay, Larry.
well, just for the record, Susan's doing kind of the same thing, but a little more animated.
A little. She's going like this, maybe.
Ask a question.
Susan said, "Jeff, stop talking."
I thought, maybe I am talking. I'll just sleep here for a while. You go ahead and talk, Larry, and then I'll talk a little bit when I wake up. You know,
Oh.
I don't know if I like you or not. I just don't remember if I do. I'm not
For the
sure.
love.
I'm not sure. Susan, do
No,
I
you
like
don't.
him?
Hey, you don't like me, you freaking love me.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. I do, man. I mean, I really do.
I mean,
you're just
how
like
many
my-
people have you had the best ever interview at a monster truck show or period?
that-
Okay, one. That was me.
That's it. It was just you, man. I mean, you hold the record. You're just the record
Whatever.
holder.
Whatever.
Whatever.
We didn't, I wasn't the best, but we always had a lot of fun.
Oh
And
my God,
it
we
was
did.
It was amazing because we both kept each other on our toes and
Guaranteed.
maybe beyond the toes. And people would be like, "What is wrong with you guys?"
Everything. Just
And, it was always fun. And if you can't have fun, why?
that's the truth.
It was always good times and wouldn't have it any other way.
No, guaranteed, man, guaranteed. So I think I remember that we were talking about when you first got started with Bigfoot. Okay, I'm trying to get back on topic here now,
I know Susan said that.
I know I could feel her just willing me. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Get on topic. But you started working for Bigfoot and you started driving around and stuff and yeah, dude, you really that was a dream. I could see it in your face. I mean, you were so happy showing up and having the big blue oval in the trailer ready to go, man. And you just the the quality of your driving and stuff really was enhanced from the days of Monster Patrol and NASA Barefoot and all that other stuff. You know, we had some good times then and stuff, but you just elevated in your driving so much when you became a driver of Bigfoot.
Yeah, I mean, I got out full time from Paul at the beginning of 2006, and like I said, I drove here and there for Don King, Brandon Lagarde, and 2008, after Dave Harkey passed away,
Yeah.
um, God love him, um, they called me and they're like, "Hey, would you like to come to work?" And I'm like, "Uh, let me talk to my wife." And she's like, "Go." So we met, and the rest was history, and it was great. I mean, met Bob Chandler and said, nice to meet you, Mr. Chandler." And he said, "Mr. Chandler was my dad."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Okay."
I see what you're saying.
And we had a lot of good times. And I remember in Lima, no, maybe not Lima. Dan and I were racing, and I broke a left front knuckle in racing, and turned into it, saved it. Bob was there, taking pictures, and he wasn't far from where I stopped, and he just he just looked at me and shrugged his shoulders. And I'm like, "Okay." But yeah, it was, you know, it was to drive a monster truck period was awesome, but to work for Bigfoot, you know, they started it.
Yeah, man. It was. So did you
And
go ahead?
Maryland's Mustang
yeah,
was even better.
yeah. And then one of the open houses, uh, Marilyn's Mustang was across the road. She had a 50th anniversary Mustang, and they're like, "Hey, go get Marilyn's Mustang." I'm like, "Okay." And it was in the storage lot across the street from the shop. And I was coming out, and Bob was there. He's like, "Do a burnout." I'm like,
Okay.
"No." I'm like, "No way." No way.
Yeah. So did you do
And
one?
no, hell no.
Okay, that's smart move,
And
probably.
then not long after that, uh, AJ and Lindsay Strotman got married, and we were at, I officiated their wedding, and Bob and Marilyn were there, and Marilyn's telling Susan, we're leaving for a week, so you should take my Mustang."
During COVID.
Yeah, it was during COVID.
21.
Yeah, at the end of COVID, and we're like, no. She's like, no, I don't need. She's like, yep. So the next morning, she texted or she called Susan and said, "Hey, we're gonna meet you guys here with the Mustang." And we're like, "Oh my gosh!" So Susan had the Mustang for a week.
Larry wasn't allowed to drive it.
But
Did Susan do any burnouts?
Nope.
no, but she told Susan, "Don't let Larry drive it."
That very smart lady. Very smart lady.
I'm like, really?
Yeah, very smart
Well,
lady.
that was the same weekend that what was his name? The music video. Oh my gosh. Shut up. The country video.
Jimmy Dunn and the Backstreet Boys.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Because I was gone.
I don't know.
Country.
Just keep talking.
Anyway. Click.
Anyway, let's keep talking about Bigfoot.
So
Thank
yeah,
you, Susan.
she showed up to where they were filming the video at the shop.
Party.
Yeah, John Party. Oh, look, now she knows.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Isn't she cute?
I love her.
Yeah. So she showed up for the John Party video, and she pulls up in Marilyn's Mustang, and everybody's like, "What the?" Everybody at the shop was like, "What the hell?"
Anyway.
But yeah,
I was
it was-
Marilyn's favorite. I'm Marilyn's favorite.
Yeah.
But that's
It
all
was
right.
good
Susan
times.
had that effect. She has that effect on people.
I
People
know.
just really, really love her, and they wonder why she. We've asked her several times, "Are you being held?
I know.
Are you being held captive? If so, just like wink or hum or something, and let us know. We'll come and break you out." But she never did. So I think she really likes you, man. She's been around this long.
She looks over. She's over here looking like she's having a seizure.
Well, I would be having a seizure if I had to live with you too. Guaranteed. So, did you feel like when when you showed up at a show that you kind of had a target on your back as far as there's Bigfoot and I'm going to, like with Jess Berge or somebody like that, the people out there just love to have bragging rights that they beat Bigfoot all the time.
You know what? It was always good times. We all on the track. It was all about us, and I hated everybody. But after the show, we were all friends and family,
Yeah.
and we had good times. But yeah, I mean, for sure, you're in a Bigfoot truck. Bigfoot started it all, and everybody wanted to beat Bigfoot. And so, yeah, I mean, you always had a target, and it was always good camaraderie and a lot of fun, a lot of work some nights, but I couldn't ask for anything better.
Right. Exactly. So you, excuse me, you started the trophy body trucks and you debuted that truck in Aruba, correct?
Yes.
How was
Bigfoot 19.
how was Aruba? How did the fans take to being a Bigfoot truck over there and not being a traditional Ford body truck?
It was amazing. Just, it was maybe a month or two before we went to Aruba. Um, there might have been an incident with Bigfoot 16.
Might have been.
In Indy
Might
at
have
the
been.
Jamboree.
Might have been.
Yeah, but the truck was messed up.
I think it was a little bit more than
Alleged.
allegedly.
Hey, you shut up.
It's your
You
story.
shut your mouth. uh, so yeah, they had just acquired Bigfoot 19 from Robbie Gordon, and we took it to Aruba. Dan and I went, and wow, what an experience. We were there 3 weeks, and our wives came for 10 days selling merchandise and killed it. And I guess Dan had been to Aruba maybe, I think it was approximately 10 years before.
Uh-huh.
So everybody was like, oh my gosh, we remember the last time you guys were here, and Kohler was there. And, but yeah, that was the first weekend for Bigfoot 19. And it was so cool. We actually, the island's 18 miles long, and I think 9 miles wide at the point. The widest point is like a diamond.
Uh-huh.
And we pretty much drove the trucks through the whole island.
Wow.
I mean, we would move them from place to place, and it was like the president was in town.
I bet
They
you-
had police officers that would run ahead of us, one in front of us, one behind us. 3 or 4 officers would go ahead and block intersections. We'd blow through the intersections at like 45 mile an hour. And then they would go blowing past us and do it again. And it was so cool. It was like, wow.
We're stars.
Right. And when we first got there, Dan and I got there and we went to the grocery store. And I think it was right after Susan and Mindy were there. And we went to the grocery store, and you know, they were packing everybody's groceries, and we got up there and they just disappeared. And we're like, okay. So we started doing media, and then we went back to the grocery store, and they were fighting who was going to pack our groceries.
Were they really?
Oh yeah, it was like, wow. And then I remember we basically had one day when our wives were there, and we were on the north side of the island, out in the middle of nowhere, and out on the beach, and some guy come walking by. He's like, holy shit, you guys are the monster truck guys. And Dan's like, see, can't take you nowhere. He's like, no, I recognize you. Yeah, because they started calling me the white iguana.
The white iguana.
Yeah, because of my beard.
Yeah.
And Dan's like, that's what Dan said. He's like, see, I can't take you nowhere. And he's like, and the guy's like, no, I recognize you. And I'm like, see?
Turned it right back
So, yeah.
around on him.
Uh-huh.
Guaranteed,
Yep.
right?
But
And Jennifer said she's got to go, and she said, "Yeehaw!"
yeehaw!
Oh man, you know, and then you come back to the States after Aruba, and Monster X Tour takes the body over, and you become the leader of the Monster Truck Mafia. You're
Yeah,
like
that was pretty cool.
the Godfather. That was a cool truck, man. I still have,
Oh,
because I remember that shirt you got. Remember the button broke
Yep.
up the top, and I called Trent and I said I want that shirt. I still have it to
Yep.
this day. And in fact, I don't know if it's. Let's see here. I think. Yeah, right here. There it is, right there. The Monster Truck Mafia. That's
Oh, nice.
yeah.
I'm looking at Susan's phone.
That's such a cool shirt. That was such a cool run that we had for everybody, man. That was a good time. That really was.
Yeah, I actually I have part of that body at the house, and Trent had part of it at the shop, and I'm like, if you ever want to get rid of it, I want it. I don't care. I'll pay for it.
Right.
But yeah, that was a lot of fun. Um, Part of that with the Monster Truck Mafia thing, we went to, I believe it was Redmond, Oregon, and Jim Kramer was crewing for me,
Yeah.
and Andy Brass showed up,
Yep. He sure did.
and him and Jim were in the trailer just talking about old times, and I took a picture and sent it to Trent, and I'm like, how cool is this?
Yeah, it was.
And during the show, they had two big doors in the back of the building, you know, with probably 20 or 30 feet between them. And I remember I would hit a stack of cars, go out the one door, sideways out the outside, come back through the other door, and hit another stack. And it was so amazing. After the show, Andy Brass was like, dude, I can't imagine doing any of that stuff you guys are doing now.
Yeah.
You know, and he was like a staple, you know, and
Yep. That's the
to
truth.
hear him say that it was pretty cool.
It really is, man. I've got. He was the artist, wasn't he? He did some drawings and stuff too, didn't he?
No, Andy was he was a driver.
I know he was a driver, but
Uh
he did some
you're
drawings on
you're
the side.
thinking of
Or who am I thinking of? Gene?
uh oh gosh.
Because I got some of his drawings back there. They sent him when I did Monster Truck Radio.
Yeah.
He sent me a bunch of different drawings, and I thought it was either Andy or Gene Patterson.
Oh my gosh.
Way back.
And
I'm drawing a blank.
he's known for the big wheelie. I mean the truck's like pegged into the ground. If this backdrop wasn't such a pain, I would go back there and get that off the wall. Uh,
Yeah.
but gosh darn it, what was his name? I can't remember.
Dan Patterson.
Yeah, that's it.
Dan Patterson was he was the one that did a lot of the insane paint jobs, and yeah, but Andy was, you know, so cool to hear him, all the stuff he had done earlier, to hear him say, holy shit, you know, I can't even imagine doing that.
And he was pretty responsible for doing some pretty amazing stuff in his career too. But
Oh yeah.
the trucks he had back then, they weren't capable of doing what you were doing in that trophy truck, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was pretty cool. I mean, I feel very blessed to have had the career. I miss it a lot, but wouldn't change it for the world.
No, not at all. Well, hey, I tell you what, like I do for everybody, we make a song. The first song was a world record, longest song in the world, but we did away with that. So we're going to go ahead and play Larry's song right fast, give him a chance to get some more Coca Cola, and we'll be right back. This here's called Blue Ford Thunder. We'll be right back here on Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music. And by the way, the mic is live, so you can't say nothing bad during the song because they can hear you, okay?
Fuck off!
Born in Ohio in 1969, a motorhead kid with fire in his eyes, wrench in his hand, horsepower in his veins, dreaming of thunder and monster truck lanes. Late 80s nights where the engine screamed, that's where the monster truck life first gleamed. Hanging around Marvin Smith's old ride, learning the ropes down by the driver's side. Every legend starts somewhere in the dust with a loud V8 and a little bit of trust. Blue Ford thunder rolling through the night, 38-inch flames in the stadium lights. Crowds stand tall when the engines begin. That road belongs to Larry Swim. From the Midwest dirt to the world stage rim, big tires flying when you ride with him. When the green light drops and the crowd grows dim, you hear the thunder of Larry Swim. Early 90s came and fate stepped in. Guy Wood said, son, let's see what's within. Paul Schaefer trucks waiting in the line. First show, Cottage Grove, Oregon town. Hands on the wheel and his heart beat fast. A rookie driver hoping he'd last. Sunday crowd and the engines were loud. Then Levi rolled in, shocking the crowd. Naked on a dirt bike, hitting those jumps. Not what the promoter expected, that stunt. Freestyle flying through the Oregon sky. Crowd went crazy watching him fly. Monster Patrol started the ride. Boogie band howling with Carolina pride. Barefoot thunder rolling through the sand. A young man learning the monster truck stand. Blue Ford thunder rolling through the night. 38-inch flames in the stadium lights. Crowd stand tall when the engines begin. That roar belongs to Larry Swim. From the Midwest dirt to the world stage rim, big tires flying when you ride with him. When the green light drops and the crowd grows dim, you hear the thunder of a Larry Swim. Then the call came from the House of Steel. Bigfoot legend behind the wheel. Living roared when the green flag fell. 14 and 15 raised some hell. 16 thunder shaking the ground. Blue Ford lightning all around. Kung fu fighting playing loud and wild. That was Larry's entrance style. One night the stadium's packed with fans. Mr. Disposal puppets on their hands. Mrs. Disposal waving in the air. Thousands of voices everywhere. Years of racing, freestyle grin. Crowd screaming loud for Larry Swim. Out in Aruba where the palm winds blow, a brand new monster ready to go. Big Ford 19 rolled on the scene, a blue Ford beast, a crushing machine. Later that truck would wear a new name, Monster Truck Mafia in the game. From Island Sand to Stadium Den, the road rolled on for Larry Swim. One night in La Crosse after the show, a couple cold drinks where the stories flow. Stop for sandwiches in a rental car, laughing about the night so far. Took a big bite mushroom, slipped in, went to spit it out through the window again. Glass was up and the mess flew high. Larry about fell over laughing that night. Tried it again thinking the window was down. Food on the glass while we laughed out loud. Roll life stories that never grow dim. One wild memory with Larry Swim. monster truck lane, from rookie nerves to a legendary name. Bigfoot thunder still rides with him. That road rolls on for Larry Swim. When the engines roar and the lights grow dim, crowds still remember Larry Swim. Blue Ford Thunder, roll on again.
Well, there you go. That was
Ladies.
that that was Blue Ford Thunder right there. God, I'm just telling you what. I just knew that this was going to be. There was nothing going to be any storylines. It was just going to be like a pinball game. Bing, 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 bing. And I just love it to death, man. It was the same way when we were on Monster Truck Radio and you did that interview that time down there. It was just such a good time, man. But yeah, and that
Yeah.
one still, Larry, 5 minutes and 53 seconds. Now the other one was 7 minutes and it was almost 8 minutes long. I knew
Well, we should go back.
I had enough time to get a sandwich and a beer and sit back and relax for a while and watch
I could see you.
watching the Waltons.
I could see you, right? Because Susan's got you on her phone. So
I know.
you
So,
didn't go get a sandwich, so
get a
don't make
sandwich.
supper.
Get a sandwich. No.
No.
No. Okay. Well.
Eh.
Well, I said the other one, the long version. I could have, not this
Oh.
one, the long version. We cut some of that stuff out of the other one, but
I know.
But I did put back the story about the sandwich, and
Yeah.
I
No,
guess it's
that's awesome.
I guess it's probably time to talk about the fun in lacrosse, about the sandwich. So you go ahead and take it. Go ahead and take it away.
Yeah. We've had a lot of good times. Some we can't talk about.
Right. Yeah.
But
This was after
we're-
Bible study.
yeah, we were in lacrosse, and it was actually in the morning. We were going to some media. Susan was in the passenger seat, and I was in the back seat. And you took a bite, and you're like, "Oh, oh shit, my window's up."
It was spit my sandwich.
And I was rolling. See what I did there?
Yeah, I could. Hold on, wait a minute. Let's see. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, that was a little late, but
Uh-oh.
anyway. But Susan was cracking up, and you were cracking up, and you're like, "Oh my gosh, did you see what I just did?" And you're like, "Did it again." I'm like, "Dude."
We had some fun though, man.
Oh, yeah.
Guaranteed, there were some fun times.
Yeah.
Some of them a little too fun. Some of them were just the right kind of fun. It was just
Yeah.
we always
You know
laughed
what?
and always were
And
there
it-
for the next day.
It was, the too much fun depends on how you rate things, because I don't think there was ever too much fun. We had a lot of fun. It was always good times for the most part. We had a lot of late nights working on stuff, but
Yeah, that's the truth.
but
The show's got to go on though, right? You got to work
Right.
on them no
I
matter
mean,
what.
yeah,
you got to work on them.
and to hear those kids come through autographs saying, "When I grow up, I want to be like you," that's no other feeling.
That's the truth. Now, were you in La
And
Crosse when my family came from up in that area? Were you driving the Bigfoot truck then?
uh,
Because they still talk about the Bigfoot truck, but I couldn't remember who was driving it. I mean, it was the original truck when you guys did the new
uh,
body.
I don't know that I ever did lacrosse with Bigfoot.
Okay.
I know I did lacrosse with Barefoot,
Yeah.
but I don't think I ever did lacrosse with Barefoot or Bigfoot.
No, I don't. I
Um,
don't remember. I mean, there was a lot. We did that show a lot.
but you know what? It doesn't matter what truck I was driving. You know, I've got pictures of I started driving in 2000, and I've had guys send me pictures when they were like 6 years old, and now they're taller than me,
Right.
and it shows. And they've got the pictures back then, and it's amazing.
It is, and especially when you don't see them for that year's time period or
Right.
whatever, or maybe a 2 years time period, and they come back and they got the same flag or and there's your
Yep.
signature on it, but they think that you guys are like best friends because you took the time to sit down and talk to them, and that was one thing always good about the drivers. They always took the time to talk to the people. I mean, it might have held up the line or something like that, but they always took the time to talk to the fans because without the fans, we wouldn't be there.
Well, exactly. I mean, you know, they were the people that made it possible for us to do what we love, and it's amazing.
Yeah, it really is. So, in your racing career, when you and I usually ask this by about everybody, who was your most memorable race when you pulled up to the line and you looked across and you went, "Holy sheep shit, Batman! I am racing." And who would that be? You know that you never thought you'd get.
Oh, oh man, I don't know that I could narrow it down to one person. I mean, pretty much everybody, you know, everybody was always a great competitor, and nobody was gonna, let you have it.
No, they weren't.
So I don't know that I could narrow it down to one person. I mean, I always had a lot of fun. I mean, I remember back in the Paul Schaefer days, Rex Smith, you know, I used to give him so much trouble.
Yeah.
Um, he he was always, after he'd make a run, he'd come over and be like, "How'd I look?" And then the one weekend, I forget where we were, but I had him play "Slow Ride" for his intro song. He was
what
so mad. He
the
was so mad, but at the same time, he'd come over. He's like, "Okay, okay,"
well,
but
oh yeah, he could get mad, couldn't he?
oh yeah, but
I
I
talk to
mean,
him every once in a while.
and I mean, it was just always, you didn't know. I mean, even, Barefoot, Monster Patrol, Bigfoot, they were some of the early trucks, and a lot of people thought, oh, that's the top truck, but yeah, they had a lot of the top names, but you didn't know. And I always tell people, you know, sun shines on a dog's ass once in a while.
Yeah, that's the truth. Yeah. So
But
we have a longtime fan here on the show, and she's been on since day one. Her name is Carter. Tell Carter hello.
Hi, Carter.
All right. Anyway, she wants to ask you a question. She says, has he ever had a truck break down right before a race or a show?
Um, I mean, it happens. I mean, it always happens. You know, I always prided myself for being there and putting on a performance, whether it was 100 people or 50,000 people. And it's a monster truck. They break.
Yeah, they
And
do.
there was several times, you know, not so much the beginning of the show, but during the show that something happens and you're like scrambling because these people paid their hard-earned money to be here,
Right.
and I got to finish this.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it happens, and it doesn't matter if you're a single team truck or a multi team truck. You know, they break. You put them through what these trucks go through, and it, you know you don't want it to happen, but you do everything you can to get that thing fixed to make the show for the fans.
Right. Exactly.
Because whether it's a 4-year-old kid or a 50, 60-year-old kid, you know, that's what it's all about.
Yeah. That's
Taking your lunch lunch.
that is the truth, man. I'll guarantee you that right now. So,
Yeah.
uh, let's see here. Let me. I was just looking through questions here. Uh, so, out of the Bigfoot guys, who were you when you first started? Who were you most? I guess not starstruck, but I mean, who were you like? Damn, that's the man right there. I mean, was it Bob? Was it Kramer? Was it Dan? Who was it E.T.? Who was it, man?
Before I even started with Bigfoot, um, I knew them all. Um, but of course, Bob, to meet him and just he's so humble.
Yep.
Um, when I when I started with Bigfoot, um, we did the Ed Beckley stuff with the Bad Boy, and Kramer was my crew guy, and we had a lot of good times. I remember, I think we were in Washington State, and we ended up at a bar restaurant, and of course, somebody recognized Kramer, and they're like, you know, so how many crew guys do you guys have? And Jim said, it's just me. And the guy said, well, why does NASCAR have so many people? And Jim said, because those guys are stupid. They can only learn they can only learn one job. And I'm like, Jim.
That's Kramer for you, though, man.
I'm like, oh my gosh. But yeah, I mean, you know, all the guys, Dan and I were great friends even before I came to work for Bigfoot.
Yeah.
And, you know, we we were family, and
Yeah. That's the truth, man. And we can just
No,
stop right there, okay?
yeah,
Because that's I'm not ready. Really, I'm not. Yeah. Wow. Uh, Carter wants to know how many people have drove for Bigfoot.
oh my gosh,
Well, there was a bunch.
yeah. I don't even know a number. There's has been a, sorry.
That's all right,
Um,
man. That's that's all right, buddy. Don't worry. That's why I just I'm like you. I'm just not. I'm not ready. I still, you know, I can't.
there's
There's a lot, Carter.
yeah,
It's just hard right now, Carter. And you'll I'd have to explain to you why, but right now there's so many guys that mean so much to Larry, that meant so much to us, that and we, you know, we lose one of our best friends, and it's hard for us to sit down and talk about stuff like that right now, because we're gonna do a tribute show, and when we do, it's gonna be an amazing show, and it's just it's just hard. It really is. It really is. And
yeah,
and when I talked to Larry and asked him about the interview, I said, "Are we going to talk?" And he's just paused for a minute, and I said, with even not having him answer, I just told him, I said, "I'm not ready, man. I'm just not ready, and I know you're not, because there was a bond there that was like a brother, and you know,
yeah,
I'm just not. I'm not ready. I'm not ready to face it yet. I'm really not. I don't want to. I want it to be a bad dream, is what I want it to be, and I want us
yeah.
to come up and just
And back to your original
yeah,
question,
yeah,
um, there's been a lot of great drivers. Um, there's a lot of great drivers now at Bigfoot. Um, I've met a lot of them even after I've left Bigfoot. I'm still, you know, part of Bigfoot in my head,
yeah.
and
Oh, you always will be, man. Always. You're etched in. You're
and
etched in the history.
and there's a lot of great guys, and I mean, I like I said, I can't give a number of the drivers. There's been a lot,
Yeah,
and there's been some have made more of a history than others, but they've all made history. They've got to drive a Bigfoot truck, and
yeah.
you know, I feel blessed that I was one.
Yeah, that's the truth. And like I just said, you'll always be in the history of Bigfoot, because number one, of your driving style and the way you represented Bigfoot and stuff like that. I mean, it's just you're a big part of the history, just like Andy Brass is, or Eric Tack, or any of these drivers that did a phenomenal job. You know, the
Yeah,
ones that were just here and didn't last very long, they're still there, but they're not talked about. But you're in the form of drivers that are going to be talked about for a long time to come. You know, and the drivers that the drivers that are coming up through the ranks, they know who Larry Swim is, man, and they know that if they needed to call you and ask you questions, that you'd be there for them, you know. And I mean, there's still
yeah,
fans out there that look forward to seeing you if you show up at an open house, or if you're at a show somewhere, and you know, uh, yeah, Larry frickin' Swim. That's exactly it, Susan. But you know, it's just you're a legend in the Bigfoot Hall of Fame, man, and that's just all there is to it. And I'm proud to know you, bro. I'm proud to know you. I really am. We've had a lot of lifelong lessons together, and we put on some really spectacular shows. I mean, I always throw
Yeah.
myself in there and say we put on some. You, the one that did the driving and all that. I just
No.
I just help amplify the show by being the announcer, but I was always accused of, well, you kind of like him better. Well, yeah, because he's my brother,
No.
man. He's my
That
brother.
was.
It's just the way it is. I mean, we just did good shows together. How about if we just put it like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
No, I appreciate. I appreciate it. I don't. I don't think that of myself, but I was doing my job.
Yeah. Well, that's what makes you who you are, bro. You just went in and you did a job, and you was very good at your job. But during the time of doing your job, you created a lot of fans. You created a lot of fans through the toughest monster truck tour, through Monster X tour, through Paul Schaefer. There's people that remember you back even in the day when the naked freestyler was running around. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's just you're imprinted in monster truck history, and that's something that's really really cool. And
Yeah.
I would think
No,
one day, and I think they should. I think you need to be considered be put in the Hall of Fame. I really do, because you've done some amazing stuff, and you
no, I
represent
appreciate that.
you represented the sport very well, and you were always a gentleman. You always treated the fans right. You didn't treat the announcers very good, so we might have a little something to say.
I mean, you've seen you've seen the announcers.
Yeah, who cares about the announcers? We don't care about the
I mean,
announcers.
you've seen those guys.
Yeah, they're just weird, aren't they? I mean, they are. They put
Whatever.
disposal bags on their hand with faces on it and stuff, and spit on their windows and stuff like that. But no, we've had some
No.
amazing stories, man, and good times. And brother, I just love you to death, man. I appreciate you taking the time. I love your wife so much,
Yep.
man. Such a great a great bond.
Yep. And I appreciate it. Glad to have the time I did, and the fans, and some of the announcers.
Not me though. Not me. We're not friends at all. We're not even that
Um,
that interview still cracks
no,
me
it
up.
was.
Oh, I still laugh at that one.
I mean, it was a good ride. I miss
Yeah.
it. I miss the fans, and you know, who knows? Maybe sometime I'll see if it's like they say. It's like riding a bike. You never know.
Yeah, that's the truth. That's the truth. And let's see here. Nummy White's on here, and he said, "Larry, security swim."
Yep, that's he's the one that I was talking about. I have a picture of him when he was like, I don't even know how old, and now he's taller than me.
That's pretty cool, man. That he's even on here
I'll have
listening
to
to me.
send you. I'll have to send you the picture.
Well, that's cool, man. Yeah, I'd like to see it. We'll post it
But
up. We'll post it up on the deal. And as for our little chocolate bunny, our our little chocolate bunny didn't make it.
yeah,
Uh,
he didn't make it.
no,
Oh,
no,
What?
no. I come in one day to my office, and I just
Give me
noticed
one job.
I noticed something was wrong, and I was like, what's going on here?" And I always put the chocolate bunny in the alligator's mouth. Okay, and that's the alligator that the boys all gave me down there. And I looked, and there was a mouse's head sticking out of the mouth of the chocolate bunny, and the chocolate bunny was eaten from the tail all the way through by this mouse, and he ate so much chocolate that he was dead inside the bunny.
oh my God.
So
Oh, my.
here is our chocolate bunny.
I give you one job.
I know, and I killed our bunny. I didn't kill him. The mouse killed him because the mouse ate him alive, and then the mouse died. But the alligator was supposed to protect him, and it didn't work. It didn't work. You know, Sean Green got us the alligator head, and then we had the bunny. And you can go ahead, tell them the name of the bunny because you always say that I say the wrong name.
I can't remember. What was the name of the bunny?
Go ahead.
Susan can't remember.
I can't remember.
I wanted to name it Tippy.
It was Tippy.
It was Tippy.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, well then that's my name. Then it stuck with me. Then I got to name the bunny.
Oh, my gosh.
Tippy died. Tippy died. We had to put him to sleep, and we left the mouse inside him, and we gave him a burial, and
Oh.
he will ever be remembered in the office here in the Roller Dome.
Oh, boy.
Guaranteed. So I told my wife the other day, and I'll tell you this before we go. I said I'm going to have Larry swim on the show, and she said he's just a nut. And I said, yeah, he is. She said, but you know what? I loved him and Dan so much. They meant so much to me. And she was never into the monster trucks. Never.
No.
But somehow you made an impression on her. I don't know how.
And we're not allowed to talk about it.
Yeah, I guess not. Yeehaw! But no, bro. Thank you for being on the show, Susan. I love you. Thank you for trying to keep him on track. That was a big job, and I'll see if we can get some money from the station to pay you for it. Don't try to spend the money before we go anywhere, okay?
Oh, about that.
Yeah, about that. Yeah, where's my check? Donde es mi cheque? It's in the mail. I'll put it in the mail to you. I made it out to Gary Swim. Yeah.
For the love.
Yeah, I did. And that's all. You know, that's just that's it, folks. You know what I mean?
Maybe we should make it out to Bo, the announcer.
We could if you wanted to, but I don't think we will. No, we're not going to do that. No, I'm not even going to do that. I'm not even going to do that. And I want to leave you with one thing, and I don't want no comment. I don't want no nothing. And we will do our show, our tribute show pretty soon. But I love you, Marmaduke.
Yep.
I'll talk to you later, buddy.
See you, brother.
Bye.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, thank you. All right, guys. That was a tough one. Right there. But we will get through this. And we will do a tribute to Dad. I'm going to play a song, and I'm going to compose myself right fast, and we'll be back here on Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music, and let's do this one here. Hold on. Let's just play the Texas Cobra. We'll be right back here on Pedal to the Metal.
Out where the blacktop cuts through dust lived a man who believed in thrust. Didn't follow roads he carved his own, with a rebel heart and a will of stone. Engine screaming were his prayer, freedom ringing in the desert air. People talk, but legends prove some are born Texas Cobra. Started with sparks and a fearless grin. Said let the revolution begin. Took quiet machines and gave them bite. Built them mean, built them right. Dow came knocking, he slammed the door. Then built something faster than ever before. Safe was never in his plan. He was gasoline wrapped in a man. Texas Cobra, born to run, chasing the horizon, racing the sun. Every mile left legends behind. Proof that speed lies first in the mind. If you hear that thunder rolling closer, make way for the Texas Cobra. The Texas Cobra. He didn't just dream, he dared. Didn't just build, he declared. Some in fate, some leave a sound that never dies. The Texas Cobra, forever fast. Ghost in the chrome of a fearless past. Turn the key, let the lightning start. You'll hear his echo in every hot rod heart. Yeah, the highway still leans him over. Long live the legend, the Texas Cobra.
There you go. The story about Carol Shelby right there, the Texas Cobra. Here's a song called Who's Gonna Play Willie's Guitar?
Back in the early days, a Texas boy with a dream. Willie bought him a guitar with a voice like kerosene. Through the smoke-filled bars and the neon nights, they found their sound beneath those honky-tonk lights. That old guitar was more than wood and white, carried every heartbreak, every flame of his fire. They rode them highways, coast to coast, played for the drifters, the lost, and the folks he loved most. On every tour bus rolling through the dawn, that faithful old guitar kept strumming along. Hit after hit, song after song, Willie and that guitar proved each other strong. So who's gonna play Willie's guitar when he's gone? Who's gonna carry those memories on? Will it rest in a museum shining under soft lights, or hang in Hard Rock Cafe, a treasure of those nights? Or will some young dreamer with a heart full of scars be the one to play Willie's guitar? It took a beating, got busted, but never gave in, just like Willie through the losses and the wins. That old guitar knows every story by heart, every tear, every laugh, every humble start. Some say it's magic, some say it's fate, but it's Willie and that guitar that made the legends they made. Maybe it'll rest in a hall where the great ones stay. Maybe Hard Rock will proudly give it its place. Or maybe it'll find a kid on a porch somewhere, picking old songs on a summer night's air. Whoever holds it better know who they are, 'cause they'll be playing more than strings on a scarred up guitar. So who's gonna play Willie's guitar when he's gone? Who'll keep that outlaw spirit living on? Whether it's behind velvet rope or in a young troubadour's arms, someone's gonna feel that magic charm, yeah. Long as the world still loves a country star, someone's gonna play Willie's guitar.
There you go. Who's going to play Willie's guitar when he is gone? I don't know. As the way my guitar lessons are coming, Debbie, it ain't going to be me. I promise you that right now. Anyway, this next song here is called That Old Speed Shop, and it's back in the day when I was growing up as a kid. You could go to these old speed shops, like in Pueblo, ours was called Performance Associates, and the guy's name was PAJ. And Jay knew more about cars and hot rods than anybody, and you can always go in there and talk to him or just go and hang out, man. But they don't have those old speed shops no more. I mean, everything's online. You buy it, you receive it in a box, and you hope it fits, and it's just a sad state of affairs that speed shops are not around. The local town speed shops aren't around. So this song here is called That Old Speed Shop. It's about the local town speed shop in anybody's town. And we'll be right back here on Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music.
I was 16, sweeping floors for a little pay at that old speed shop down on Highway 8. Chrome bumper shining, smell of gasoline. Those old boys taught me more than any school had ever dreamed. When that speed shop first opened up the doors, lead sleds and 32 deuce coupes rolled across the floor. T-bucket roadsters and Hildebrand parts, Lakeside pipes, Offenhauser hearts. Then came the GTOs, Camaros, and Stangs. Road runners rumbling, the streets all sang. Now it's tuned by computer, ordered by mail. The sound and the rumble are gone, what a tale. Now that old speed shop's a memory on a map, replaced by condos and some online apps. Ain't no counter talk or grease-stained hands, just shipping times and checkout plans. Yeah, I miss the days when a man could stop and find a little magic in that old speed shop. Those guys behind the counter, they were wrenches through and through. They knew every bolt and gasket, what worked and what blew. Didn't need no laptop telling them what's wrong. They'd walk back, grab the part, and you'd be fixed before long. Now that old speed shop's a ghost in my mind, where knowledge came from years and time. Now it's all click, ship, and hope it fits. No handshake deals or greasy wits. Yeah, I miss the days when a man could stop and talk horsepower dreams in that old speed shop. Sometimes I drive by where that old place stood, close my eyes and smell the rubber and wood, hear the laughter, the stories, the engines roar. Wish I could walk through that glass door once more. Now it's cardboard boxes on a porch at dawn, but the heart of that shop still keeps rolling on. And every car I build, every bolt I drop, lives a piece of that soul from that old speed shop. Yeah, I was just a kid when my dreams got lit by the spark of a socket and the smell of grit. Times have changed, but I can't stop thinking about my life in that old speed shop.
Boy, those old speed shops were really cool, man. They were really, the song is so true to what those shops were, and it's so true today what goes on. You know, there's no so much thing as a mechanic anymore. You just got to know how to run a computer, and it does everything for you. So this next song here is called "Building Hot Rods with My Dad," and this is about a young man that sat in his dad's shop watching him work on hot rods as a young man. And one day his dad asked him to help him, and that's the day he started helping his dad build hot rods. And then his dad passed away, and he continued to work on hot rods. And one day he was in the shop, and he turned around, and his boy was sitting on a chair behind him, waiting for the same come and help me kind of answer. And he did. So this is called Building Hot Rods with My Dad. We'll be right back here on Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music.
When I was young, I'd sit in the shop watching you wrench on those old cars non-stop, wishing I could help, just to lend a hand, learning what it meant to be a man. Then one day you turned and said, son, grab that rag. That was the best day I ever had. That's the day my dream began. I was building hot rods with my dad. Yeah, I'm building hot rods with my dad, turning wrenches, talking fast, 32 deuce coupe, flathead V8, Hildebrand parts, man, that car was great. A 4.9-inch satin black, Kelsey Hayes wires, red out back. You put a Stromberg 97 on that slab, man, I was building hot rods with my dad. I still remember the day we sold that ride. A tear rolled down as I stood outside. It wasn't just steel, chrome, and glass. It was the time we had that went too fast. Then I realized as that hot rod rolled away, we weren't just building cars those days. We were building memories that always last. Building hot rods with my dad. Now the years have come and gone, and the torch is moving on. I see my boy in the shop out back, watching me work like I once said. So I'll turn and smile, say, hey, give me a hand. Let's fire this motor and make it stand. Let's start them memories all over again. Building hot rods with my dad. Yeah, building hot rods with my dad. Yeah, building hot rods with my dad. Yeah, building hot rods with my dad.
Building Hot Rods with My Dad, right here on Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music. This next song up right here is about a young man that used to go over to his neighbor's house, and his neighbor used to tell him stories about rodeos and riding bulls and bucking horses and all that stuff. And the young man didn't know whether to believe him or not, but, they were great stories, and he enjoyed the time that he spent with the old man. And then the young man went off to college. And when he came back, there was a sign in the front yard that said estate sale. And I'm going to let this song tell you about what happened after that. So This here is called The Rodeo Champion. We'll be right back here on Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music.
Growing up as a kid, I lived on the edge of town. There was a man who told me stories when the sun went down. He told them like he lived them, bronc riding, bull riding too, roping calves and chasing dreams. The stories seemed so true. And then one day I came home from college, saw a sign in the yard that read estate sale. I asked what happened to the old cowboy. A young man said, my dad's gone, he hit the trail. He asked me to come inside, said take a look around. That's when I saw the trophies and the saddles on the ground. Belt buckles on the wall, red champion all around. Top hand rookie of the year and best match right in town. There was one that said most inspirational cowboy, and right then it hit me, standing silent in that room of pride. That old man was a rodeo champion. His stories weren't just dreams, they were his life. Every bronc he broke, every bull he rode, he carried the dust and the scars of the show. Yeah, that old man was a rodeo champion. And now I know the stories were true. Walked out to that old front porch where we'd sit and talk for hours. Felt the wind blow through the air, smelled the faded wildflowers. I tipped my hat and whispered low, ride easy, old friend. Your stories live forever, they'll be told again and again. That old man was a rodeo champion. His heart was tied to the saddle and the reins. Now every time the gate swings wide, I swear I hear his name. Yeah, that old man was a rodeo champion, and his spirit still rides on through that dusty trail.
The Rodeo Champion right here on Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music. This next song is called I Still Keep Your Picture on the Nightstand by Our Bed. We'll be right back here on Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music.
I go to bed at night, tears falling down my face, as I kiss you goodnight. Reach for your hand, but there's just an empty space. Your pillow still smells like you, takes me back in time to mountain walks at sunset, your hand holding mine. I still keep your picture on the nightstand by our bed. The first thing I see when I wake, the words you never said. You were a fighter, the bravest I've ever known. the love you've shown. I cry my eyes out sometimes, wishing you were here, but I see our strolls on the beach, and I feel you near. Your laughter in the mornings, your light in every room, even broken-hearted, your love helps me bloom. I still keep your picture on the nightstand by our bed. The first thing I see when I wake, the words you never said. You were a fighter, the bravest I've ever known. And every day I face the world with the love you've shown. I wish you were still by my side, walking through each day, but your voice and your memory never fade away. Though nights feel lonely, your love is my guide, and I carry you with me wherever I hide. I still keep your picture on the nightstand by our bed. The first thing I see when I wake, the words you never said. You were a fighter, the bravest I've ever known. And every day I face the world with the love you've shown.
That was I Still Keep Your Picture on the Nightstand by Our Bed here on Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music. This next song up, I created this song about a gentleman that I worked with in my days down in Amarillo, Texas at the auction down there. He was one of our drivers. His name was Buck. And Buck was a true cowboy. I mean, he dressed the part. He really did. And you could tell that this man was definitely a cowboy. And he was a cowboy poet. And I was lucky enough to be able to get a story. Buck would come in like an hour early, and he'd sit down and he would tell me one of his cowboy poetry stories. And he just brought you into that story. I mean, he had this big gray beard, and his eyes were amazing. They just looked at you, and you could see the story in his eyes. And I looked forward every Tuesday in Amarillo for the sale, because Buck would come in and he would drive the cars through the lanes and stuff, and I'd get to hear my story. And he had one of these, boy, hey there, how you doing, Jeff? And just a deep old voice. And I'd say, Buck, it's time, man. I'm putting everything aside. It's time for a story. And man, he'd tell me a story, and he even brought me in a tape one time, and it was him and his grandson, and they were doing his grandson was in the back doing coyote and stuff like that. It was just a cool, and I still have the cassette of that story. It was called Echoes of the West. But anyway, this here is called The Cowboy Poet. We'll be right back here on Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music. Buck, as always, this goes out to you, my brother. May you watch over us in heaven.
I was just a young kid, wide eyes open wide, sat close to the fire on that cool autumn night. He walked up so quiet with a slow cowboy stride, snow-white hair flowing and a gray beard long and wide. He pulled me right into the heart of the tale with them cowboy eyes. Through the dust of the canyon, the wind on the trail, his spurs and his six gun, his voice strong and tall, that old cowboy poet made me live it all. His hat tipped just perfect, his vest leather worn, like a man riding out since the day he was born. Each word lit the fire, each rhyme stoked the flame, and I swear in that moment I was part of the game. He pulled me right into the heart of the tale with them cowboy eyes. Through the dust of the canyon, the wind on the trail, his snow white hair glowing, I still can recall that old cowboy poet made me live it all. He wasn't pretending, no trick of the show. The West lived inside him, it shone head to toe. One night by the fire I was captured in time by a cowboy in spirit, in dress and in rhyme. He pulled me right into the heart of the tale with them cowboy eyes. Through the dust of the canyon, the wind on the trail, with his long gray beard and his story so tall, that old cowboy poet made me live it all. And one day I'll gather my grandson and granddaughter around a crackling autumn campfire. I'll tell them of the night I first heard that old cowboy poet. His snow white hair, his long gray beard, and the truth in every word he spoke. And I'll pray they feel, as I once did, the living heartbeat of the West.
There you go, Buck. That's your song, my brother. I miss those stories. You know, I feel that I need to get back to when I first started writing music, because I think the songs were a lot better back then. I don't know, but I just think they were just a lot better. There's a lot better songs. They had a lot of meaning to them and different things like that. And I think I need to get back into that realm, that mindset of writing. So I'm gonna have to sit back and ponder is what I'm gonna have to do, and think about different things. And it's not about quantity; it's about quality, I think, and I need to do that. I really do. I think those songs were a lot better back in the day. I really liked that first album, Colorado Country. There were some great songs in there, and I listened to it, and I really think that was some of the best stuff that I wrote, to be honest with you. I like a lot of the newer stuff, but it seems like anymore that I'm more in a rush to make stuff. I mean, I've gone through many of these pads right here, writing lyrics down and throwing the paper away and stuff like that. And I just think when I was in this mode, that the lyrics come to me a lot easier, a lot better, and it meant a lot more. So I think that's just my own personal opinion, but hey, we're entitled to that. So one day I was sitting in the dining room, and my granddaughter was over. She was just little, and I had her on the table, and she was busy fidgeting with something, and And I was just staring at her, watching her play, and I was thinking back of, thinking, what's this world going to be like when she gets my age? How's it going to be? Is it going to be a good world? What can I do to? Is there anything I can do to, change it so it's a better world for her? And we're just not in control of that right now. There's other people that are in control of that, and I just hope that when she gets up my age, that the world's good for her. I hope she has a good life, and I hope she's enjoys her life, and that it is a good one. So this song right here is called "When She's My Age." We'll be right back here on Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music.
When I was a boy, I'd rise with the sun. Mama would smile, say your days has just begun. She'd call from the door as I was going out to play. Do you have that dime? I'd laugh and say, yes, ma'am, it's in my shoe this time. On 2 wheels of freedom, I'd spend those summer days riding through town in that carefree way. And I knew, yes, I had to be home when the daylight was gone. When that old porch light on the front steps came on. And I wonder as the years turn the page, what will it be like when she's my age? Will the world treat her kindly? Will her spirit stay brave? When that porch light shines through the darkness, signaling that your day is through, what will it be like when she's my age? Now the world feels heavy, the kindness is thin. Too much hatred for mankind as the years roll on in. The laughter of children gets lost in the noise. Computer screens steal the imagination from the girls and the boys. But my granddaughter's eyes shine steady and true, a light in the darkness, a hope breaking through. And I pray that her heart will keep leading the way through the trials and troubles this world brings each day. And I wonder as the years turn the page, what will it be like when she's my age? Will the world treat her kindly? Will her spirit stay brave? And will her children have to be home when that porch light shines through, signaling that your day is through? What will it be like when she's mine? Maybe the world will be brighter tomorrow, a little less fear and a little less sorrow. Maybe her children will run and play the way we did back in my day. So I wonder, but I'll hold on to faith that love will be stronger when she's my age. Yes, I wonder, but I'll hold on to faith that love will be stronger when she's mine.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music. This will be the last song of the evening. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the show tonight. Every time me and Larry get together, it's never, there is no set schedule. There is nothing. It's always, like I explained, it's like a pinball game, man. The ball's here, the ball's there, it's everywhere. But we always have such a good time. And it reminds me of the old times back in the days and stuff. And I really enjoyed that show a lot, and it meant a lot that Larry was on there for me tonight, and plus to hear Susan in the background, because Susan was always the one that kept us in line. She always, like, if she had a sorting stick, we'd have bruises on our shoulders and stuff like that from her hitting us, trying to keep us in line and stuff. But no, it was a good show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We have Bobby Holman and Cody Holman on Wednesday. That's going to be another great show, man. That's 40 years of monster truck history and one man, and now he gets to do shows with his son, and they're working for Hot Wheels, and this is a great ride because Bobby gets to do shows with his son and hang out and stuff like that. So I think that's like full circle, you know. Well, thank you, Debbie. We have some really good stories. There really are some good stories, and you know, we could do a 4-hour show if we had to, but you know, they're 2 hours ahead of us and stuff like that. It gets late, and of course Larry's really old now. You know, he's ancient, and he can't keep up with us whippersnappers. You know, that's all there is to it. But you know, I have to play the song. Like I said, I'm just not ready to do the tribute song or the tribute show to Dan yet, because he meant so much to us, and him and Larry really were brothers. So I'm gonna end the show with this song I made about Dan Runte, and then we're gonna go right into the outro, and I'm gonna call it a night. So you guys have a fantastic night. I hope your week's good. We'll see you on Wednesday, and we'll be talking to Bobby Holman and Cody Holman. And they're on the road. They're going to be on the road somewhere. I don't know where they are, but they're taking some time out to talk to us, and they'll be live. And the cool thing about the Holmans is they get to travel with their families now. I mean, you know, and that's what's really cool. And Cody's wife, her parents were into the monster truck business, and they're doing shows together and stuff. And so it's like one big family traveling in this big caravan, and it's going to be a good show, man. It really will be. So I look forward to Wednesday's show also, and talking to Bobby and Cody Holman. So we'll talk to you guys later. You guys have a good night. This last song right here is called "You Better Go Now." So we'll see you on Wednesday. Have a good night, guys.
They called you a legend, but you were just a friend and brother to me. The engine shook the ground when you were around, but we shared life on the road that the fans would never see. The crowd saw a hero, but I saw the man inside, not just the roaring thunder, but the one who walked with me. Dan
the skies at work, I interviewed the legend, but I always knew the friend in your eyes. To millions you were fearless in that big old monster truck. To me you were just Dan, not the legend on the flyers, but my brother, my right hand. And you were just a friend and brother to me, more than the world could ever see. The glory fades, the stories end, but I'll remember you as my friend. Engines stall and spotlights fade, but your memories don't go away. You will always be my friend and my brother. Not the fame, not the steel, not the roar of the crowd can take that away. They called you a legend, but you were just a friend and brother to me. And in the quiet, when the spotlight fades, that's enough for me. Damn, their memory will always be the legend, but you were just my friend, my brother to me.
Here's to you, buddy. Good night, everybody.
All right, everyone, that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Pedal to the Metal. I want to send out a huge thank you to each and every one of you for tuning in and supporting the show. I also want to thank all of our amazing sponsors. You're the ones that help keep the wheels turning, and we truly appreciate you. Be sure to join us every Wednesday and Sunday. We kick things off with music at 6 p.m. each night, and the full show starts at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Until next time, keep the pedal down, heads high, and we'll see you at the next show.